Hello everyone. How are you today? I am decent. Yeah, it's not too hot today, so it is gonna be. So that's a bonus in comparison to the other days. What shall we be? How's everyone been? I hope everyone's had a good day. I, yeah, maybe not. It hasn't been too bad for me. I got my workout done in the morning, started a fair bit, did some stuff. And now we're gonna do the stream. Well, now we're gonna do the content. Uh, but um, well, we're gonna do the. We should be able to finish the whole chapter today, since I don't think chapter 3 will be too long in comparison to the other two chapters. Why is my phone ringing? Sorry. Let me see. But yeah, we're like, we should get stuff done today. We should be able to finish the chapter, and then from there. Let's see. Sorry, I am a bit scatterbrained right now. Apologies about that. But let's see. We do the chapter. Actually, should we just dive into the chapter? I'm wondering. Yeah, maybe we just dive into the chapter. Cause what? Well, before we even dive into the chapter, we shall first get this out of the way for our gems, our sweet gems. Oh, wait. It is a spoiler because it's to do with next patch. I'm not gonna say what I think I read because what CN got the next update, so it is technically a spoiler. But um, a certain someone apparently shows up. A certain peacock themed uh, pants wearing someone. Yeah, I don't know why. She has been hinted since what? She was hinted in the current version in the PV, I think. But we've seen her, and so okay, so she's no longer with but we don't know why. We don't know what's happening. So I'm like, oh, okay, why are you here? Why are you finally appearing? What the hell are you gonna do now? Don't fuck things up for everyone. But okay, so I am intrigued for whatever the hell's gonna happen. Wait, what was I doing? Damn, why am I like this today? This is unprofessional? Eh. Okay, what was it this week? Oh, it was a dog, right? Yeah, Donigo. Okay. Let's get this done quickly and then we will probably just, because, well, I did Abyss already. Well, no, I haven't done Abyss, but I already did this week's Abyss. Wait, did I do it on stream? I don't recall. Did I? No, I don't remember. No, I mean, I know I did it, but I don't remember if you guys were here to watch me do it. Maybe? Either way, it was just like fourth place or something. It wasn't anything special, so it doesn't really matter. Um, let's see. What else is there? Actually, wait, no. No. We'll just head into it because I have no idea how long this is gonna take. Okay, goddamn. But how have you all been? Have you guys completed it? Yeah, have you guys completed the current chapter? Well, I guess if you've completed the current chapter, guys, How did you guys find it? Was it good? No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 never mind, never mind, never mind. Don't answer that just yet. I'll ask this question after I've completed it. Then we can answer it. Then we can share our thoughts and feelings about this. Also, should I have done this today? But I don't know if it's long. I don't think this is gonna be. I don't think this is gonna be long. So maybe it's fine to do it today. Maybe. What's in the mail? Alright, the Hoyo lab logins. Alright, and I should probably put this up. Come on. Okay. Come on. Crystals? Crystals, 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 crystals. One, two, no. Ah, come on. We need the crystals. We need them. Oh, um, I'm not sure if you guys, well, not active in Twitter, but have Twitter, or if you follow Homo Labs. But he posted that today that apparently on Bilibili, Impact Third was at number 1, which is like really nice. Wait, let me see if I can find the post real quick. One sec. Let me first. Let me first even find it. Let's see. Homo Labs. He did. Oh yeah, here it is. They posted this. Or not they posted this, but rather they yeah, well they posted it. Can you guys see it? But either way, Impact Third was number 1 today on Bilibili after the update. So I'm happy. I'm really happy about that because it shows that they were pleased with the outcome. So, but I mean, this could be because of the outfit, because of the Songsho battlesuit, because I do believe she is popular. I mean, she is, yeah, she is quite well written. I mean, she's probably the best written character out of the part 2 cast so far. But yeah, it being on number 1 like is nice because I believe before this, or last time I checked was like I want to say 2 weeks ago, or a week or two ago when I last checked. Wait, can I choose that shit again? Yeah, I can't. Like a week or two ago when I checked the Bilibili rankings, Impact Third was like at 20. I want to say 17th or 25th in that range, so it wasn't too high. But now that it jumped to 1 because of the update and like everyone seems to be pleased with it, it's like nice. It's It feels good because I would say this would be probably my favorite gacha right now, and it has been for like quite a while, actually quite a few years, but still, I'm like happy because the game did have a rough start at the start with not at the start, well, yeah, at the start of the part 2 launch, since I believe for some people in May you have run too hot. I can't recall. I think there was like some issues also with the UI. Could have been better, which they did improve in the following patch. But also with the main, I believe like the main issue with the part 2 launch was that it wasn't well presented in that we got info dumped like way too much. It was like even for me it was like too much information at once and it wasn't spread out well. And that's for me as someone who's like knows about the game, knows the background, and knows most of the terms they use. But for a new player who wanted to try out the game because it was advertised that part 2 was starting, so it was going to be a new experience, so they didn't have to worry about all the previous chapters and could be quote unquote up to date. It would have been hell for them. Th- like all the different terminology that they included. I don't understand how a new player could have condensed that and taken in the information. It also didn't help that the first chapter was too much of an like a visual novel. Yes, I understand like all the chapters now are like visual novels. Come on, but I feel like the first chapter should have been around, let's say, 60 or 70% action and then story, or in that should have been the ratio for like chapter one, and then in chapter two it could have been less, and then in chapter three and less, because then you're hooking the people in with the story. But no, it was like I think chapter one was like 80 visual novel and 20 action, which was like I'm used to it. I'm pretty sure most of you are should be used to it by now if you're still playing this game. But for a new player, I can see why it would put them off, and why like it had so many negative reviews and so on. But no matter, it seems like our trust in the developers was not in vain, since we've seen improvements, and we've seen improvements in how they presented the story, which is yeah, it's a good, it's good. Okay, let's see. Do I need to buy anything here? Did I already buy it? Yes, I did. Okay. 8. Was that all? Yeah, yeah, okay, that's all. Because on YouTube they posted something. I don't know what it was. I didn't avoided it because it seemed to be very relevant to the current chapter. So we might watch it after if it's not a cutscene from in-game. But okay, let's see. Discuss what to do next. Okay, part 2. Okay. Okay. Let's see. But before that, I guess for anyone who wasn't here for the... Oh, wait, what's this? New book. Oh, okay, now I have all the books now. Okay, good. Okay. I guess for anyone that wasn't here last, um, well, who wasn't here for the previous stream, or that isn't too aware of what's happening, I'll do a quick recap of the previous act rather than the previous chapter. Yeah, previous act. Or yeah, previous act, because God knows how long this is going to be. This one? Yeah, okay, this is the right one. Okay, so TLDR for the previous chapter. The previous chapter finished with us looking for. Well, all right. Um, what was the oh God, wait, let me see. The previous chapter. Uh, all right. In the previous chapter, we were being chased by Thelema because she thought we were the ones that were causing the shadows to act strangely. So, in the end of that chapter, it ended with us uh, fighting Thelema by using destruction against destruction, since Senodina was managed to mimic her destruction, and that ended in more or less a standstill, or we kind of beat her. But at the end, that but at the end, the chapter ended with Baiji showing up and everyone kind of like falling to sleep, and the black ball in the sky, this thing becoming unchained. Basically, that's how that chapter finished. And then TLDR for Act One is we find out more information. We most of the point of view is from Ch3. We find out that this is after the people are celebrating that the seven shoes are coming together, and so they've got a ritual that's gonna make quick work of all the shadows. So there's gonna be an ending. So then the gang going is sent out. But then they feel like something's wrong. They want to check up on Ch3 since we don't know what happened. So we go back. We for some reason we can't go back in as normal. So we give the anchor a whack, and then we go. Then it works. But we go to the sea of data. But then we go through. We kill some shadows. We see some phantoms of Baiji who's talking about some questions of whether he regrets the decision that he made in the past, and then we go to Amber Street. We talk to Sang Chue, and then she tells us that the shoes have the ritual, which I mentioned earlier, that's gonna get rid of the shadows. And when the ritual happens, Oxia and Lang Chue are gonna be separate, so they won't be able to communicate anymore. So this is their last time they can spend together. So Song Chue decides to take us around Amber Street, showing us the 10 joys of Amber Street. So different games, different entertainment, food, sightseeing, basically sightseeing, yeah. So this is one of the sightseeing, this is one of the tamers, which is looking at some cards. The cards is by random, and Song Chue picks up this card, which is Omnius, and Perception picks up the golden uh, version of this card, which is like, interesting, interesting. And then we go to a certain point of we go to like a bridge where we're looking down at people, and Songsha tells us this is her favorite spot because she likes the attention. And then she tells us a story about a girl in an orphanage and how the orphanage and how she had it rough in the orphanage. Every child was for themselves. It was like a dog eat dog world. And when she finally got the opportunity to play in a role where where she was gonna have her role time in the spotlight in the play, but when it actually came, there was a blackout, so she never got it. So she felt like it was never meant to be, so she runs away from the orphanage and becomes a scum artist, like we know. And then she gives us the crown that she would have worn for that in that play as like a remembrance. Then she gives us more food of the place, and at this point, Senadina has been feeling sick this whole time. She's been feeling tired. We don't know why, and she passes out at this point. She seems to have like some corruption going on to her. We don't know why, but in a way to stop this, we ask Perception to take us to Baiji because he might know how to cure her. So we head to Baiji. Baiji's talking to Lantern, no, not Lantern, to Thelema. Thelema doesn't seem right. It seems like something's happening. And then when we leave, Thelema's going away. And we ask Baiji to treat Senna. Alright, at the start, when we're looking at through Lanterns, through Songche's point of view, Baiji tells us that to save everyone, Songche needs to die. We don't know what that means or exactly, but that's what we know. And then here, after we see Baiji to help Senna, um, we see Lantern and Serapium, not Lantern, sorry, um, Thelema and Serapium having conversation since Thelema has joined Unity, and but they talk about the shoes, about what it means to be a shoe, about the roles of the shoe, and that we find out that currently Thelema can't move or really function without Seraphim and Unity. That's what we learn. And while they're talking about this, they hear footsteps, and those footsteps belong to Lantern. Lantern comes to them, who seems off, and ends up shooting both. We hear two gunshots, so we're assuming that uh, she shot, she shoots both Thelma and Serapium. That's then we go back to us, where we're talking with Baiji. Baiji seems to have cured Senna, but the cure was basically just to pass the illness from her to himself. So she's fine, but now he's feeling the brunt of it. And with Baiji tells her that we should leave soon, but Songche asks for them if it's possible for them to stay until the ritual just begins before. He reluctantly agrees, and so we go to where the ritual happens, which is where the Anchor of Apocalypse is, where basically where this is. And Sangcha asks, "What do we think of her? What our opinion of her is?" And she basically tells us that she's glad that she made friends with us, and she changes costume into what she would wear for the ritual. That's what happens, and then just as the ritual is gonna start, she tells us to leave. That the ritual is gonna start. We can't really say anything, but we know she's lying about something, but we can't really say what. And so we leave. We go to the anchor to leave Langcha for good. But as we leave, we end up for some reason in the Sea of Data again. We see there's a lot of shadows for some reason, and so we kill all the shadows. Once we kill all the shadows, we see perception and tells us that someone is controlling the shadows, and then tells us that it's Baiji, that he's lost it, that he killed um, Seraphim here, that he kills Thelema, and that he kills Lantern. We don't know why. She's telling us that he's gone insane and that she's gonna kill Song Choi too. So we asked Perception to stop him, to save Song Choi. Oh, she also killed. He also killed Donikyu. So then we get teleported back to where Baiji and Sanchuya. Sanchuya is kneeling on the ground, and Baiji, by the looks of it, is about to start and complete the ritual. Before he looks like he's going to attack or kill Sanchuya, Perception stops it by stabbing him and explains that this is following the order to save Sanchuya. This is the easiest way to do it. And so we find out that Baiji ends up dying, but we've also find out that Perception is not who we think she is. She's not actually a part of Ajita, like how we were made to believe in. Instead, Perception says that they're the will of the shadows, that the one who controls all the shadows. And now that with Baiji that it is free, and but it also says that Song Choi is also free. We don't really know what that means, but yeah. So they end up dying, and we try and chase the perception or the world of shadows, but we can't. And it gains control of the giant ball, shadow ball in the air. We know it's called Amorphous Face. It takes control of it and kills us all. But that's not completely correct, because apparently we were having a dream. We were having a dream that was of the future, but we don't know why. And we wake up, we look at the gang that they're around. We don't know when exactly we started dreaming, but as soon as we wake up, we see Bai Ji walking towards us and asks us who killed him in the dream. And that's where the chapter finishes. I mean, that's where Act 1 finished. Act 2, what we did on Monday and Tuesday, no, not on Monday, Tuesday, on Sunday and Monday, then starts with us looking into the shadows. Well, for some reason, inside the shadows, and talk, and there's like a small explanation of what the shadows are. But when we open our eyes, is we see we are not the gang right now. We're a shadow monster. But this shadow seems to have gained conscious and has become self-aware. It tries to see if there are any other shadows like it, but there aren't. So it tries to rationalize of what's happening, um, then realizes that it was born from the fear of humans, the fear that they experienced just the fear that they experienced in the moment just before they died. So we move on, we see more humans, and we kill them as the shadow to show that they are just part of the food chain and we're their predators. So the sentient shadow has a small monologue, and then sees a man who's contemplating something, a question, and we become curious about that man because that man doesn't seem to feel fear. So we become curious about them. Then a woman joins the man and the woman calls him Baiji, so the man is Baiji, and she's telling him about what he did, and then Baiji calls the woman Ajita, who's the shoe of gadgets, and then they're talking about of what Baiji failed to do, of how he tried to put all the 10 faces of misery into an astral ring that was given to him by a friend who was Ajita. He tried to put all the 10 faces of misery into the astral ring, but it couldn't maintain all of them inside, and it shattered into small pieces. So he finds out that that was not a way to eliminate the shadows. So to save, not to save keep, but Ajita tells him that he should give those pieces to the people who are going to become shus, the candidates to become shus. And basically, Baiji agrees, and he gives one to Ajita since she's a candidate to be a shu, and then also gives one to, we know he gives one to Ajita, Lantern, Thelema, Serpium, Litost, and Songtra, since those are the shu candidates. Then we move forward, and I'm not mean Songtra, Ajita informs us that there's a shadow observing us, and Baiji looks at us and kills us. And by us, I mean the shadow, the sentient shadow. Then we go back into this CG, and we have the shadow has some thoughts, but then wakes up in the body of a different shadow monster, and then isn't sure whether it actually reincarnated or what's happening, why it has memories of the previous time. So, but because it was killed by Baiji, it has an innate fear of Baiji, so it wants to escape from Amber Street without meeting him. So it tries to scurry away, and it does scurry on forward, but then sees a woman surrounded by dead shadows. The woman seems tired, and she's on a monologue about how it seems to be in an endless fight, and then looks at the shadow that's then looks at the sentient shadow and kills it. So then we go back here, and then the shadow wakes up once more. But the shadow now is aware that it's special. That for some reason the shadows itself, the all the shadows keep preserving it, allowing it to reincarnate even after death. But it's also now also afraid whether it will be able to, can it die? Can it keep dying, and can it keep dying and continue to reincarnate? It's unaware of if it can or not, so it decides to try and not die again. Um, yeah, it tries to not die again, and yeah, it tries to not die again. But this time, it immediately sees Baiji on the tree. It notices that Baiji seems weakened, and tries to observe Baiji. Baiji is talking a small bit about a something that happened, whether a decision that he made, whether it was right or wrong. But and the small monster, the sentient shadow, realizes that Baiji does have a shadow, but it's like too big. It like can't comprehend it. But we don't realize that Baiji has spotted us and kills the monster again. But then the next time we wake up, we seem to be in a cage. We seem to have been caught. And then when we see who caught us, the sentient shadow, we realize it's Ajita. For some reason, Ajita has captured us. We don't know why. But then Ajita tells us that she's aware about us. She's known of our existence even before we came into life. Because there has to be some sentient being controlling all the shadows. And then because we've realized of the position we're in, we've also come to aware that we will win. We will beat, or the shadow will beat the other shus. eventually it just has to bide its time that even all the other shoes come together, they won't win. But Ashita tells us that no, Baiji actually has a way to eliminate all the shadows. So the shadow becomes a bit scared, and so Ashita proposes to make a deal with the Wheel of the Shadows. And this deal is that Ashita will put the Wheel of the Shadows inside a gadget, but in exchange, the gadget has to protect Ashita's body, since she's gonna leave the body to find a place she calls the continent, which she believes the continent is where the she believes the continent is the only place that's actually worth caring for. And we are assuming that this continent she's referring to is the Mars she that the continent is actually Mars before it was destroyed by the collapse 2 billion years ago. And but the shadow monster asks why why should it help? And Ajita says because she will let the shadow monster win because she tells him, or she tells it that it just has to wait and it will win. So it agrees, and the gadget the will of the shadows is put in is perception, the gadget we've come to know. But Ashita, before this scene finishes, Ashita asks the will of the shadow that when she's going to leave for the continent in her physical self, for it not to stop her, and that's where that section ends. And then that's that section, and then we continue with going back to our point of view, the gang, after we've just woken up from the dream, and we talk with Baiji and tell him who was the one that killed him. We tell him his perception, and then we immediately go to where Ajit's dead body is and perception is, and we try and chain him down and realize that we have been betrayed by perception and Ajita. But Baiji is not too surprised because he's always been aware that Ajita never really cared for Langchu, and she was always felt extraterrestrial, like she was gonna always go somewhere else. So we leave this place where Ajita's body and perception are, but we can talk to perception, and perception basically is mocking us and telling us that regardless, no matter, it doesn't matter what we're gonna do, it will win. It will always win in the end. It just has to wait. And so we leave the place, and Baiji speaking to us and tells us that okay, now that they know who was going to be the one that ruins all the plans, he has to go to talk to the rest of the shoes to try and figure out a way. But as then Cheng Shui shows up, and this is because Baiji is forming connection with the box of time and memories that's in Oxia, which allows for a stable communication between the two sides. So Cheng Shui is speaking to us about what to do, about what's happening, and we tell Cheng Shui and the gang, with the exception of Song Shui, of what happened in the dream, of how Song Shui died in the dream. So um, TLDR were trying to find out what to do, and sorry, and then Cheng Shui suggests that we split up, that we, the Dream Seeker, stay with Sanctuary while the other guys try and complete a certain mission. This mission being is trying to see if we can get someone from Longshore to the Ank of Apocalypse and see if we can transport them to Oxia. Because that might be a way to save everyone. Abandon Longshore and just go to Oxia. So we stay with Sanctuary while everyone else goes to their thing, and we go to Amber Street, and everyone it seems like is and everyone all the people in Amber Street are excited because all of the seven shoes are now together, and they are happy we are that they're together. So since they believe that they'll deal with the shadows, so Song Che decides to take us on sightseeing, similar to how she did so in the dream. But we're kind of off put because we experienced this already, and we are aware of what's gonna happen, to Sangshui, so we were trying to see is there any way to stop it? Is there any way to prevent her from dying? So we go along, we go through the sightseeing, we meet Donaghu on the way, and we leave Donaghu on uh, Sangshui to talk to each other. And then we see the other gang on the other side. We tell we'll be back. We go see them and talk to them and ask them in progress. They tell us there's no progress. And then we ask them, why do you think um, Chen Shui suggests for us to stay with Sung Shui? But Coralie seems to have realized, but tells us that it's no fun knowing them telling us the answer, since this whole time we've been, since the whole time we, the Dreamseeker, have been questioning if we really do have the right to make a decision for the people, if it's really our story for, if it's really up to us to help to get too involved. But then after this, we go back to Sanctuary, and she keeps taking us to places, and then she sees some stores. She kneels down to see them, and Thelema shows up behind Sungcha. And Thelema basically asks Sungcha whether she wants to live or die, whether she's actually going to go through with the ritual, and asks Songche if she's going to accept it or not. And Songche basically says yes, she's gonna go with the ritual, so she's gonna die. And Telema seems disappointed by this answer. And then, as before Telema leaves, Songche asks, "What about if she? What about um, if she answered no? If she's not gonna take it and not gonna go with the ritual and wants to live?" Then Thelema answers that she is her pet. That regardless of that, no one harms her pet. No one can touch it, regardless of who they are. Even if she has to fight all of Langshu by herself, she will protect the pet, which is nice because it's showing us of how much Thelema cares for Songshui, even though she always tries to remain cold. But then Songshui tells us that she knew that we knew about the ritual, about how she's gonna die. So we continue with the day, with the sightseeing, and we go to the bridge where we were before, but we're gonna go see the fireworks, which we've been told is gonna happen. And in this section, Sangshue tells us more about herself, about the dream she had. Well, we she asks us about the dream, whether she died gracefully, but we tell her no because we tell her that we were betrayed by perception and that we all died. And she went, "Oh, okay." No, she doesn't go, "Oh, okay," but she takes the information in and then goes on about that she was never anyone special, that she never stood out for anything, she never specialized in anything, that she was just a normal person, and that the only reason that she's in her current position as the shoe of deception is because of her master, of how he took her in, how he raised her to become the shoe, and she feels that she was given all this stuff, so to pay back for it, she'll go through with the ritual, and then the fireworks go, and she leaves us, telling us goodbye because she's gonna go do the ritual. So the ritual's gonna. So we try and chase for her. As we chase her, we go through the streets, and then we see something coming from the sky. It's like a small bubble, and inside there is a short story and a crown. It's basically the short story is about the play she was gonna perform in, about a white star and a black star, about how basically the relationship between those two, of how the white star is the hero and the black star is the villainous, and basically the whole thing is that Songshi sees herself as a black star, not as the white star, and that's where the first act finished. Holy, okay, that was longer. And that's where the first act finished. In the second act, yeah, is it second act? Hold on, what did the Well, basically, okay, it's confusing of when the second act started now. But basically, after that, we we go see Song Chua. Well, we don't go see Song Chua, but we look at Song Chua. She's at the anchor. She's already wearing her ritual clothes. So she's just waiting and getting ready for the ritual. And she sees the leaf falling down. She says that she's jealous of the leaf because it can be free. So she's basically reminiscing, waiting for Baiji to come for the ritual. Where Baiji comes to complete the ritual. They talk about they talk about some stuff, but they also talk about the story about the black and the white star, of how Baiji believes that Songsha should stop just viewing herself as a black star, that she can also be the white star. She can also be the hero. But they they just keep talking, and then as the ritual's gonna happen, Baiji, we go into an inner monologue, into like an inner. We look at the inner thinking of Baiji about what's happening, about all the options, about everything that's happening, of what he's about to do, about how he's to complete the ritual of tears, of how he must kill his own disciple. But as he's going through it, he decides that no, he can't kill his disciple. He can't. He's gonna do the same foolish mistake as last time and not kill Songshue because he just can't do it. And Songshue kind of like asks him why, and he's responding about that he can't do it, that it's not fair for her to die for everyone else to live. That is just not fair, and it really isn't, to be honest. But Baiji also tells us that there is also technically another plan, but it's not foolproof. It is very risky because the Rite of Tears, which involves Songchua dying, is technically kind of foolproof, if anything. While the other one is so risky because the basically the Rite of Tears would have involved putting all the powers of the shoes one one shoe, the shoe of deception. Well, into one shoe, and that had to be Song Shui, because then all the shadows would be into her, so there would be no more shadows, and she would die from that. While the other ritual is that we've we've learned that in Langchu people use shadows to people use fear with the shadows to exchange for an item. So the other so using this basis, the other plan that Baiji had was to gather all of the shadows in Baiji. I mean, in Longchua, all of them, and make an exchange, since that's still following the rules of the shadows. And in this exchange, they would use all the shadows and exchange them for a god, a deity. But the unpredictable nature of this plan is that it can either be a good deity, so it will keep control of itself, the shadows won't be any problem anymore, and bam, everything happy ending. The bad thing is that this deity can also become an evil deity, which would result in us fighting them. Which is like, can we really beat something like that? So once Baiji has made up this choice of not killing Songchue, we go back to Amber Street and meet the gang, and basically Songchue tells them of what's gonna happen, of what are we gonna do. So then this part is just so then most of Act Two is just explaining of what's gonna happen, how it's gonna happen, and why it had to be Songchue. Why she had to be the sacrifice. And we learn that Songchue being the last one to become a Shu was became very significant because as each shoe was becoming, as each person was becoming a shoe, the process of becoming shoe was becoming refined over time. And so when it came to Songchue, she became like she became a shoe. When she became a shoe, her predicament became special because we learned that for becoming a shoe, she received this restraint of not being able to use the shadows. She couldn't manipulate the shadows herself. But in exchange, she also at the same time became the ultimate vessel for the shadows. So she could hold in all the shadows within her. She gained the capability of having this. So all the shoes come together with including the gang, and the shoes basically start the ritual. And while the ritual is starting, they ask us, the gang, to protect them. So we protect them, and as the ritual's going, it's succeeding. But for some reason, the shadows have taken the form of Song Chue, and we don't know why. No one knows why the shadows have taken the form of Song Chue, and that's where Act 2 finished. I hope for chat this was comprehensible or it made sense. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I don't mind. Uh, yeah. Yeah, cause hold up. Cause this is yeah, cause Act 1 starts from here and it finishes here. Because this is all of Act 1. And Act 2 is these two parts. Yeah, okay. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try and answer in the best of my capabilities. Let me drink some water and then we'll start. Oh, wait, first let me check something. Alright, give me a sec. Hey. One sec. Sorry, it's where is it? Sorry, I need to send someone a quick message that they are asking about. Uh, ba, ba, ba. Hmm. Okay, let's see. So yeah, if you have, let me sorry. So yeah, so chat. If you have like any questions, go ahead and just go ahead and ask. I'll try and answer it, but we'll start the third chapter or the third act. So we should be starting from the moment when uh, the shadows turned into Songshou for some reason. Okay, let us begin. Because why would they turn? Why would they turn into Songshou? It doesn't make sense. Unless it's trying to show that Songshou is equivalent to all the shadows. Although that would make it would make sense since by becoming, by her being the most refined Shu, she technically possessed the capability of sustaining all the shadows within her. So that would make sense of why they took on her appearance. But another reason for it could be because perception was, where perception was in the the World of Shadows was inside the exchange. So maybe it became took control over the shadows and took the most suitable form it thought it could take, or the most suitable form it thought a deity would look like, which would then also make sense, but we'll see. Okay. Most people fear the world because their existence will one day be erased by the world, be it as an individual, organization, or a concept. Generally speaking, none can escape death. Interestingly, it's because one recognizes the inevitability of death. That's why individuals believe in redemption, and the world has the power to evolve. In other words, even if humans despise fear and see it as the root of all evil, their creations and sacrifices are made on the basis of fear. Across the brooding heavens, the shadow sphere glided towards the dawn of final rest, like a nascent black sun. None could foresee what would come from this eclipse, whether the land would be granted a fleeting reprieve from its troubles or shredded into darker shades. Suddenly, Baiji recalled his childhood and how the seniors in his family spoke about him. The wise are often snared by their own suffering. Indeed, this is the case. With my limited wisdom, I ended up achieving nothing. The skilled swimmer drowns and the adept rider falls. The leader of the seven shus who tried to resume the reality of the world with falsehood ended up being trapped in a prison forged by the falsehood. Wisdom may plot against mortals, yet it cannot plot against destiny. How much sway does humanity truly hold over fate? Baiji, ask yourself honestly, right now, how confident are you that you can compete with the universe? After making many decisions, he eventually picked up the question that had been in his mind for over a century. How? How dare you? Yes, a century ago, a man asked such questions. How dare you glimpse heaven's will? How dare you challenge people's fate? Change people's fate, sorry. How dare you decide the life of how dare you decide the life and death of other beings? How dare you represent the will of all beings? How dare you control the greatest secrets and riches of the world? How dare you hold the fate of the entire world in your hands? Thelema. Fee. Feast, fine clothing, followers. Yes, these are the pleasures I seek. But, as you said, they're far from enough.
あなたたちよりも特別なキャンバスを見たことはないし、老朽より面白い舞台も目にしていない。私はこの時間の限られた宴の楽しみ、そのすべてを体験できてないのよ。
I haven't seen people more interesting than you, nor a stage more intriguing than Langchu. I have yet to taste all the pleasures of the splendid feast.
だから、あなたの招待を受けようと思うの。
So, I accept your invitation. Wait, oh, this is probably the conversations each individual Shu had with Baiji before he, I guess before he asked them to join. Am I assuming?
生と死とはもと
Yeah,
も
okay,
と
it seems like it.
虚無が一体となったもの。私が追い求めているものは死ではなく魂の永遠の安寧なのだ。
Life and death are two facets of the void. What I seek is not death, but the eternal peace of the soul.
だがその前に私には少々やらなければならないことがある。
But before that, there are still many things I need to do.
私がしてきたことに間違いがないかを確かめるためにこの道の行く末を見届ける必要がある。死が何をもたらすのかを知るためにその真の姿を身をもって確かめる必要があるのだ。
I must witness the end of the road to confirm I've trodden the right path. Only by beholding death's true visage can I grasp what it truly means.
その後私は世界に残した自身の痕跡を自らの手で消し去るだろう。
After that, I will erase all the traces of my existence in the world.
私たちの結末が罪悪の中で無に帰す定めにあるのならこの地の罪を一人に帰すというのも悪くないと思わないか。
Since our ultimate fate is to fade into nothingness amid this inn, why not place the blame of the entire land's sin on one person?
私もお前の共犯者になって思い切りやってみるとしよう。
Let's take a gamble, and I'll be your accomplice. I guess he did, like, the Amber Street incident. He did technically accomplish this in that event, since he did take all the shadows in Langchu, or all the shadows that were, I guess, persisting in Amber Street into himself, sacrificing himself, and ended up creating the pool of shadows, which helped. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess he did manage that.
意志の集まりの代弁者
Serapeum. A person representing the collective will.
そんな複雑なもの今まで一度も考えたことないよ。
I've never thought about such complex matters before.
だけど二人の知恵を合わせれば一人に勝てる。二人の力は一人よりも強いことはわかる。
But I'm certain two heads are better than one, and there is strength in
み
numbers.
んなが一緒になればもっと幸せになってもっと強くなれる。
By standing together, we can be happier and stronger.
だから私にも手伝わせて。それがみんなの決めたことで。
So, let us help you. That's the decision we made.
私自身の望みでもあるの。
And also my voice. Blanket boss. More emotion and more voices. Thank you very much. I'll try and be as emotive as I can be. No promises.
あかりは私。でも、私はあかりのためにいるわけじゃない。
Lantern is me, but I am more than Lantern. Oh.
私と運悪く生き残れなかった仲間たちの間に違いがあるとは思わない。でも、こうしてまだ息をしてる以上、何かをしなければならない。
I don't see any difference between myself and those who didn't survive. But as long as I'm still breathing, I must play my part.
あんたの提案に興味があるわけじゃない。ここに来たのは単に私たちが同じ道を進んでるからだ。
I'm not interested in your suggestion. The only reason I'm here is because we're still in the same boat for now.
私は私なりの方法であんたたちの助けになる。
I'll be your helper, but I'll do it in my own way.
明かりは消えたりしない。影が存在し続ける限り、 光を求める人間がいるから。
Lanterns won't vanish. As long as shadows linger, there will always be someone in need of illumination. Mm.
世界を救う
Okay, this. Mm.
私は正義の仲間なんかじゃない。そういった道徳心あふれる理想なんて私には合わないわ。
Because she's the one that has me thinking most. Because from what it's suggesting is that she's not from Langchu, that she's from somewhere else, and that she's only interested in the continent. So, would she be from? Shut up, you buds. So would she be from? Where would she? No, she would have to be a resident of Mars. But from where? Would she be from one of the other regions like Arcadia? Could be. I'm not too sure. Save the world. I'm not a superhero. Those morally driven ideas aren't for me.
でもあなたが7術を集め偽物の権能を授与したのは多分いわゆる理想のためじゃないのでしょ。
But you didn't expand the seven shoes and delegate the counterfeits for the sake of your ideals, do you?
今にも倒れそうな力と刻一刻と変わり続ける仲間。すごくいい組み合わせだってそう思わない？
The falling authorities and dispersed companions. That's exactly what you want, right?
あなたの誘いにうなずいた以上、私も影の災禍を解決するために全力で協力することを約束しましょう。
Since I've accepted your invitation, I promise to spare no effort in helping you overcome this calamity.
でももしいつの日か巨岩で作られたバランスが最終的にガラスのように砕け散ったら、その破片の中で最も珍しいものをコレクションにしても、私は一向に構わないのよ。
But if someday the balance made by falsehood crumbles like shattered glass, scattering into oblivion, well, I won't mind collecting some of its most precious shards. Is this referring to Song Chue herself since... could be... If falsehood is referring to Baiji, so wait. This could be referring to the possible future that we dreamt of. Because that's where falsehood's sky collapsed. And only technically Song Chue was one of the survivors. So maybe that's what this is referring to. Does that mean that... No, that means that Ajita always knew what would have happened had we not been put into the prophetic dream. Ah, okay. Makes me even more curious then. What the hell is she up to?
いい協力関係を維持しましょう。私の友人。
Glad to cooperate with you, my friend.
ごめんね、師匠。たくさん心配してもらっていろいろ教わったのにほとんど成長してなくて。
Sorry, Master. Despite all your teachings and care, I still haven't made much progress.
でもうち本当に嬉しいよ。師匠から声をかけてもらって七術の一人になれたんだから。
But I felt so honored and happy that you offered me to become one of these 7 shoes.
アストラルリングがどんな力を与えてくれるのかはまだわからないけど、もしかしてうちはその力で万事順調、順風満帆な大英雄になっちゃったりして。
I still don't know what kind of abilities the Astral Ring will grant me. Who knows? Maybe it will turn me into an unstoppable hero. I mean, that's just foreshadowing, but yeah.
また思わず想像を膨らませちゃった。
I can't stop fantasizing about it.
うちにも分かってるんだ。うちの最大の特徴って多分平凡なところだよね。可愛い衣装を着てもお姫様に見えないし、英雄に変身できる道具を持っても凡人のままだし。
But that also technically makes her the most flexible. Or the most versatile, technically. I'm still aware that my greatest trait is probably my mediocrity. Yeah, yeah, mediocrity. Even if I wear a beautiful dress, I won't look like a princess. And even if I hold a hero's treasure, I'll still be an ordinary person.
でもそうだとしてもうちは何かをしたい。少しでもみんなの力になりたいんだ。
But, despite that, I still want to help you somehow.
それにここはうちの縄張りだよ。
After all, Langchu is my home. Don't worry, you can be my princess. I am not. Fuck you.
ここを守るために10倍100倍の命をかけて戦わなかったら、老朽を守れなかったら、うちが身を寄せる場所がなくなっちゃう。
If I don't fight for it with my life, and if we can't protect it, I'll lose my hometown.
師匠、アストラルリングの助けがあればうちらはきっと勝てるよね。
Master, we'll definitely win with the help of the Astral Ring, right?
私たちはきっと勝てるか。
We'll definitely win. Is that so? The past was still fresh in their minds. Today's landscape feels like a repeat of yesterday's. They can't alter their destiny any more than they can change who they are. But they are still trying their best to change the fates because they fail to change themselves.
思い通りになったことは一度もなかった。
Man proposes, but God disposes.
私たちが今まで進んできた道は天意に従うためにあったわけではない。
But we've never journeyed this far just to follow heaven's will.
知恵によって人を律することはできても天を左右させることはできない。天命には逆らえずともこの100年の時間と何度も立ち向かってきた勇敢さはこ
Well,
の日に細い亀裂を作ってくれるはずだ。
well, at least for one, he's not coughing anymore. Which is at least a good thing, if anything. Wisdom may plot against mortals, yet it cannot plot against destiny. However, a small crack of hope was made by us through century-old efforts and countless fights.
影縛りに失敗してから私たちが天に逆らい犯した罪はもうとっくに数えきれないほどになっている。
Since the failure of the shadow binding, the sins we've committed in our defiance against heavens are already too numerous to tally.
ならばもう一つ罪が増えたところで別に構わないだろう。
Since we've come so far already, one more sin won't make a difference, will it?
自ら死にゆくようなものかもしれないがこの身を惜しんでどうする。
When moths fly into a flame, they are hesitant to embrace the fire.
運命がどういう形で降りかかろうとも
No matter how fate may descend, and in whichever guise,
私たち七術は神を作る罪を喜んで犯そう。
we, Seven Shoes, admit to the crime of creating a deity. Oh, but why does it turn into Song Shui? Why does it take the form of Song Shui is the question. Is it because of the potential?
蘇慶の儀が終わった。間もなく影の意志が殻を破り形あるものとして覚醒することになる。
Well, he's back to coughing, so I guess it was only because it was a flashback. Oh, but he's also now has the corruption on him that Senna had in the previous act. Oh, no, okay, that's probably because of the overuse of the Astral Ring then. Oh, wait. That corruption was compared or similar to Honkai infection. Um, so yeah, so then yeah, the astral rings being similar to a pseudo core would do that does actually do that does make sense. Okay. Everyone, the rite of shaping is complete. The will of the shadows will soon break free from its shell and awaken in a tangible form.
そうなれば老朽の上空に100年も存在してきた巨岩の島も地に落ちるだろう。
At
こ
that
の地に残っていれば
I forgot how
巻き込ま
slowly
れ
he
る恐れが
speaks.
ある。
At that time, the floating falsehood island in Langchu will no longer continue floating in the sky. If we stay here, we may get hurt.
そこでまず
Oh,
は
the
私
thing
と
that
共
was
に危機
carrying
感を
it. I see.
安全な場所へと移ってから今後について話し合うことにしよう。
Please follow me to a safer place. A place where we can further discuss our future plans. Okay. The original could feel the clone with the strongest feelings. However, the person ultimately sacrifices themselves. Their companions might think of this moment, recalling the brief fear in Songshua's eyes.
影の意志がどのような形を作ろうとそれは影の意識が入った容器に過ぎずその姿をした者の本性とは一切関係ない。
Regardless of what form the Wheel of Shadow takes, it will merely be a vessel with a mind, not the person whom it resembles. Although that may be the case, people on the spot should know that the Wheel of Shadow taking on the form of Songchoi is clearly related to to the Rite of Tears.
うちもわかってる。ただちょっとびっくりしちゃって。
Yes, I know. I'm just surprised.
ほらほら、ここでこうやってぼーっとしてても仕方ないし。早く行こう。
Now, let's not waste any time here. Let's leave this place right now.
ねえ、これからどこに行くの？
Where are we going next?
琥珀街なら大地になっているから英単の振動を避けるには十分だろう。まずはそこへ行こう。
Amber Street is a good choice. It's high enough to evade the tremors of the Pool of Shadows. Let's head there.
うちもそれがいいと思う。影の中の奴らがもし一般人に手を出そうとしても、あそこなら対処できるしね。
Exactly. I was thinking the same thing. If the Shadows attacks ordinary people, we'll be able to rescue them.
その通りだ。
Exactly.
それなら急いだ方がいい。さっきの儀式でみんながかつて巨岩から得た力はより速いスピードで失われるはずだから。
You need to hurry up. Now that the ride is complete, I'm sure you're quickly losing the power you gained from the falsehood.
師匠、みんな。
Master, you... everyone will tell me better.
計画をスムーズに進められれば些細なことなど考える必要はない。
I'm fine. It doesn't matter. So long as the plan progresses smoothly.
確かに私にとって術の力を失うことは逆に制限がなくなるようなもの。
For me, losing the shus power is like setting me free.
普通の戦いなら私一人の力があれば十分。
I have enough power on my own to win the battle.
あ、セルマ、うちが支えてあげようか？
She's still pissed. Probably not. Actually, probably. Because she also probably predicted that Baiji wouldn't go with the Ride of Tears. Yeah. Hey, Miss Thelma, do you still need my help?
へえ、
Huh?
スズメちゃん、何を言ってるの？
Little,
よく聞こえなかったから
little Tre.
もう一度言ってくれる？
The little Tre. What did you say? Can you repeat it for me?
いや、なんでもない。お先にどうぞ。
Nothing. After all, after you. Thelema glanced at her disdainfully, and then turned around and left with Baiji and the others.
小尺お姉ちゃん、少し話したいことがあるの。
Miss Sanctuaire, I want to tell you something.
どうかしたセラ。
What's wrong, Sarah?
あなたが今回の件を気にする必要はないわ。
I hope you won't mind.
歴史はただ賓客が集まった宴のようなもの。参加者一人のために変わったりしないのだから。あなただけで背負い込む必要なんてないわ。
History is a grand gathering, and we're all guests. It never changes because of one person, and thus no one should be blamed for it.
セラ、
Sarah,
セルマお姉ちゃんが言いたかったことだよ。
this is how Miss Thelema thinks.
セルマお姉ちゃんの潜在意識はそれを誰にも伝えちゃいけないって言ってたけど、
Though she doesn't want me to tell anyone,
今の小尺お姉ちゃんには必要な言葉だと思ったから。
I think you need to know this at this moment.
ありがとうセラ。ありがとうみんな。
Yeah, thank you, Sarah. Thank you all.
夢追い人、行こう。
Entropy, let's go. Oh god, what the f... Okay, fighting by G, what the heck? I'm gonna guess we're gonna get ambushed since it technically has... Actually, we don't know if it became a good or evil deity.
何してるの？
But we can assume evil.
ドニグル、ぼーっとしてないで行くよ。
Doniku, don't stand there daydreaming. Hurry up.
島が落ちてきて潰されて犬クッキーにでもなっちゃったら大変だよ。
Be careful, or you might end up getting squashed into dog biscuits when the island falls on you later.
ああ、そうか。あなたは影の造物だから、そんなことを心配する必要はないんだね。
Oh, I almost forgot. As a creation of shadows, you have no reason to fear it. If it perceives him as a traitor, it technically does.
ドニグル、あんたってば何を見てるの？何かを探してるとか？
Donigu, what are you looking at? Are you looking for something?
英単だ。
The Pool of Shadows.
英単？
Pool of Shadows?
でもあんたが見上げてるのは空だろ？英単があるのはうちらの足元じゃないか。
Then why are you looking up at the sky? Isn't the Pool of Shadows right beneath us?
ああ。でもな、英単を見ようと思うなら、それの元をたどる必要があるんだ。
You're right. But we need to find the source of the Pool of Shadows.
そんな単純なことに、なぜ俺は今まで気づかなかったんだ。
What a simple truth. How could I have overlooked it?
ドニグル、何を言ってるの？
What do
全
you
然わからないんだけど。
What do you mean? I don't understand.
私にもわからない。こいつの言動は全部おかしいと思った方がいい。地球での経験から言うと、こういった動物の大きな変化は自然災害の予兆とされてるけど、
I don't understand either, but Donegue is behaving rather oddly. On Earth, such drastic change in the behavior of animals is often a warning of natural disasters.
理解できねえならどいてろ。適当にぐちゃぐちゃした解釈を披露するな。本当にうるさい。
Be quiet if you don't understand. So annoying.
お前らは世界を救う大英雄とやらになりたいんだろ？ならさっさと行け。
If you guys want to be world-saving superheroes, stop wasting time here.
それってどういう意味？あんた戦いの直前になって裏切ろうと思ってるわけじゃないよね。
What do you mean? Are you going to betray us?
裏切る？バカを言うな。そもそも俺とお前らは同じ道を歩いてたわけじゃないだろ。昼間も戦ったばかりなのに。もう忘れたのか？
Betray you? We're not even on the same team. Have you forgotten our fight earlier today? You forget that it's only been a day. But then again, it's a day on Mars. How long is a day on Mars? It's definitely more than 24 hours. Hey.
これまではあの放棄に抑えつけられてたせいで人の機嫌を伺うしかなかったが儀式が終わった今
I was only obedient before because that artifact suppressed me. But now that the rite is over,
俺は自由だ
I'm free. Ugh, I'm free.
自由がわかるか俺が何をしようが何を考えようがお前らにごちゃごちゃ言われる筋合いはないってことだ
Do you know what freedom is? No matter what I do or think, it has nothing to do with you.
眺めがいいから俺はここにいるわかったか
I'm here simply because the scenery is great and I like it here. Got it?
邪魔だ
Don't get in the way.
ああちょっと
You.
まあまあセナドニグルの言うことももっともだ時間もないし急ごう
Forget it, Senna. He's right. There's not much time left. Let's focus on our priorities.
行こ
Let's go.
ううん
Right.
もっと早くこうするべきだったじゃあな
You should have done so earlier. Shoot. Oh, it should have been just shoot. What the hell is he gonna do?
空から雨が降る
Fate will find a
それ
way.
は当たり前で止められないが人にはそれぞれ行くべき場所があるんだ
Everyone has their own destination.
もちろん俺も例外じゃない
And I'm no exception.
ドニグルのやつ本当にムカつくよあの犬を放っておいて大丈夫
Is it okay to leave that dog alone?
大丈夫ドニグルのしたいようにさせておこう
Just
あい
leave
つは
it.
別に行き過ぎたようなことはしないはずだよ
You'll probably do something reckless. Come on. Let's be real. That freaking dog always does something reckless.
待ってみんな見て
No. What the hell? Wait. That's 7. That reminds me of Shah's things. Was that 7? Is that referring to the 7 nails? Or the 7 chains? What the hell is gonna happen?
あれは
Oh, shadows.
構わないこの炎もまた
Flame? Wait.
影の意志に対抗する方法の一部だまずは
What
目の
flame?
前にいる敵を片付けよう安全な場所に移ってから改めて説明する
And what flame is he talking about? Let's see. I wonder if no, we're probably gonna fight that thing. So, what is Donahue gonna do? It's probably to do something with the other 10 phases of misery. No, if anything have to do with the pool of shadows, no? Questions. What is it gonna do? Foreseen dream. Yes.
つまりさっきのは
So that's
巨岩の島が定められた運命を迎えたんだ
yes, the island has to face destiny.
状況が落ち着いたら私たちはエイタンの方に戻るの
Are we heading back to the pool of shadows once these things settle down?
そう慌てなくても大丈夫だ私たちが戦術を練る時間はまだある
There's no need to rush. we still have time to decide our tactics.
影の意志にとって永久の障壁を消滅させ、英単の力を完全に操り始めるまで、それなりに時間がかかるはずだ。
For the will of shadows, it'll take time to break down the shadow sphere and control the power of the shadows.
いいかい。
Pool of shadows.
英単の中には純子の力がまだ残っている。
Alright.
先ほどドニグルがあの場を離れようとしなかったのも、おそらくそれが理由だろう。
Right, and the Pool of Shadows is technically made up from Litost's essence. Don't forget the power of sacrifice in the Pool of Shadows. That's why Donegal wasn't willing to leave just yet.
リトおじさん。
Uncle Litost.
生前リトストは死ぬ際にその全ての問題を片付けることを望んでいた。
Litost's sole aspiration in life was to sweep away all the dust at the moment of his death.
しかし残念ながら私は友としてその望みを叶えてやれなかった。それにあれから100年経った今も彼の純子によって残された力を借りて、ようやくわずかに残った正気を維持することができている状況だ。
Unfortunately, as his friend, I couldn't help him fulfill that wish. Even now, a century later, I have to use the remaining power of sacrifice to earn a slim chance of victory.
リトストおじさんが言ってたよ。本当の死を迎えることはできないって。
Uncle Litost once said he couldn't really die.
そうだ。リトストが残した問題。彼の恐怖は未だ完全には消えていない。
He was right. Because of the dust he left, his fear will never fade away.
彼が自らを犠牲にして供養した英単は、最終的に自身をもそこに閉じ込めることになる。それをリトストは100年も前に理解していた。
The pool of shadow he nourished with his own sacrifice will eventually become a prison around him. He knew this a century ago.
師匠、うち。
Master, I...
小弱。そう悲しむ必要はない。リトストの英単での殉死は彼自らが考えてしたことだ。初めから影による災禍の蔓延を抑えるためにね。
Don't grieve. Songshue, aside from his own desires, Litos sacrificed himself in the pool of shadows to curb the spread of the calamity shadows.
すべて
Shadow calamity.
私のせいだ。君たちの中の誰かの過失ではない。
This is all because of me. It's not the fault of any of you.
だが、そうは言っても、私は行動のアストラルリングを使ったことを後悔してはいない。もし、あの日に時間を巻き戻すことができたとしても。
However, I don't regret using the Zodiac Astral Ring. If time were to rewind to that day,
私はまた人神に至ろうとするだろう。
I would still try to become a human god.
だが、アストラルリングですら影の本質に耐えられないことが証明された以上、
However, the fact proved that even the Astral Ring couldn't withstand the essence of the shadows.
今回もし影による災禍を完全に終わらせられたら、人々に純子の貢献を忘れさせることができるだろう。
If we can end the shadow calamity once and for all, people will forget the contributions made by the sacrifice. Oh, and Litos would have achieved what he wanted, to be forgotten by everyone.
つまり、あれから100年経った今、私たちはようやく初めてリトスとの願いを本当の意味で叶えられる。
After a
愛を
cent-
得ることができたんだ。
After a century, we have a real chance to fulfill his wish for the first time.
うん。
Yeah.
思い出を振り返るのは にしよう。そうしたところで、今ある問題を解決することはできない。
Alright.
来たる死闘に備え、私たちはしっかりと準備をしておかなければ。
Alright, reflecting on the past won't solve our problems. The fatal battle is approaching, so we need to fully prepare ourselves.
諸君、私についてきてくれ。
Follow him.
必要
Oh,
な
what
手
the
順
hell's
を
gonna
踏む
happen?
必要がある。
思うけど
Scene of ceremony.
宿題があるから残念だな。うん、少しブラブラしよう。
諸君もすでに分かっているとは思うが、今後立ちはだかるであろう敵は自然の摂理そのものだ。
I do like the rain here. It's real nice and the eerie thunderstorm. I suppose you understand that our potential enemy comes from the laws of nature.
私たちが全力を使って成し遂げたのは、見えない場所にいる無形の神を見える場所にいる有形の神へと変えただけに過ぎない。
We've done our best to transform it from the formless deity in the dark into a tangible one in the light.
私たちはまだ神殺しの機会を得ることに成功しただけでそれ以上のことは今話したところで机上の空論だ。
We now have the chance to slay a deity, but it is just that, not a guaranteed victory.
そこで私が言っておきたいのは、
So, what I must remind you is,
一人の神を倒す計画を進める上で何を注意すべきか、あるいはこうとも言える。
what should we pay attention to when we plan to slay a god? Or rather,
私たちは本当に一人の神を倒したいと思っているのか、
are we
それとも
trying to kill a god? Or
ある権力を消滅させたいと思っているのか。
erase a form of power? I mean, they'll lose the power of the shoe, because the shoe, to be a shoe, you needed to be able to manipulate the shadows, control them. So they would lose it. If you can't beat them, run! Oh, this thing. What is authority? Some say it draws people in like bees to honey, but corrupts their hearts. Some say it's like a plague, something intangible but fearsome. Shadows are born from the hearts of humans, as is authority. It witnessed the uprising of the poor, where hundreds were called to action. It witnessed the fall of the dynasty, where chaos befell everywhere. Mountains can be moved, and times change, but authority remains eternally unmovable. It has no form or shadow, but bears a hefty weight. It is inherited generations of generations, but shaped differently each time. Is it a language, a story, or is it or looks unamusing? But it is civilization's strongest weapon. It appears in 1,000 ways and can take on countless of different names. But regardless, it will morph into what humans intend it to be. Under the brooding sky, the shadow sphere drifted slowly. Upon closer inspection, countless somber blotches within it release restless energy could be observed. They were intertwined shadows. Within that thick and close shadow of shadows, all the life forms named deity was silently removed. At first, it gained some sense of touch. The cool air flowed like over its fingertips, and ice droplets slid down its neck. The new life felt its existence for the first time through the wind and the rain. Then came its sense of hearing. The howling of the whispers echoed continuously over its ears, carrying countless whispers. Like wishes, obsessions, curses, these were all the voices of misery, the imprints of fear gathering, and also its sense of smell and taste. Countless unexplored feelings, countless cores, countless players intertwined together, pulling and molding her character. Finally, the deity that controlled all the authorities Langchu opened its eyes. Uh oh. It's free! That is not good. Hmm? Oh, 21 degrees. I see. Um,
これが人間が思う私の姿なのか。
is
も
this
しかして彼女と一緒にいた時間が長かったからだろうか。
is this me in the mind of mortals? Is it because I spent too much time with her?
でもまあ悪くはない。
But it isn't so bad.
誰もいないようだ。みんなは一体どこへ。
So quiet. Where is
てっ
everyone?
きり盛大な歓迎会でも開いてくれるかと思っていたが。
I thought there would be a grand ceremony, welcome ceremony for me.
おやあれは。
Isn't that? Oh, she gonna find Donigyu by the looks of it? Yep, there's a paw prints. Oh god, are we controlling her? Yep, we are. And now what's gonna happen? Oh, she's probably gonna try and kill him, I assume. Or just end up killing him. Donigyu.
ドニグルではないか。他の者たちは。
Hi, Donigyu. Where's everybody?
まさかまだ生まれていない私のことを信じられず一斉に避難し老朽を去ってしまったのか。悲しいことをしてくれる。
Did they all leave Longchu to avoid me and seek refuge? That makes me sad.
でも大丈夫。
But it's fine.
私が現れた以上老朽はもう大丈夫だ。あなたたちは影の束縛の運命から解放される。
Since I'm here now, Langchu will be safe and sound. You'll all be liberated from the fate bound by shadows.
どうした？興味はないだろうか。
What? You aren't interested?
わかった。誰も私に合わせてくれないのなら、このつまらない一人芝居を続けることはできない。
What a pity. I can't continue this tedious monologue anymore.
意図的か、そうでないかにかかわらず、あなたがここにいるなんて、とても面白い局面だ。
Oops. I don't know why you're here, but since it's you, things have gotten quite interesting.
私と同じ源を持つ以上、あなたも私の本質をすでに感じ取っているはず。
We share the same origin, so can you sense who I am?
その通り、私はかつての私だ。このような外見を手にしたとしても、何の違いもない。
Yes, I'm still the old me. Though my look changed, I'm still the one who I used to be. Yep,
心とは
evil
もとも
deity.
と体の変化で簡単に変わるものではないのだから。
The mind doesn't easily change with one's appearance.
なぜ黙っている？ここに残っているのは、それを確認したかったからだろう。自分も、
さらに優れた可能性のある体を手にすることができないかを確認したかったのでは？
Why so silent? Don't you want to confirm this? That's why you're still here, right? Do you want to see if you can have a better body?
もうその問いへの答えは出たわけだが、これからどうするつもり？
Now you know your answer. What will you do?
まさかとは思うが、敵として私と戦うつもりではあるまい。
Oh yeah, technically
我
kindred.
が同胞。
You won't be my foe, will you? My kindred?
こんなにも勇ましいお前の姿を見るのは初めてだから一瞬見
Do
と
you
れちまっ
stupid
たん
dog?
だ。
Of course I won't be. Of course I won't. I'm just surprised by your heroic vibe. I'm too surprised to even react.
これからはどう呼べばいい？影の意志、万栄の王、それとも神聖なる暗き影の皇帝か？
How should I address you now? Will of Shadows? Queen of Shadow? Or her highest Shadow Empress?
これまでと同じように核と呼べばいい。
Just call me Perception. Same as before.
自分を疑いの目で見てばかりいる輩は、やたらと名前で自身の行為を飾りたがる。だが私は老朽の思考で至上の存在だ。名前や外観が何であろうと、本質的には何も変わらない。
Only those who doubt their own existence would use names to disguise their actions. As for me, the supreme power of Langchu, my essence remains unchanged no matter how you address me.
その通りだ。正しいことこの上ない。
You're
ま
right.
さに金言。素晴らしい言葉で目が覚めそうになっちまった。
You're right. Absolutely. I can't agree more. I couldn't.
まあ、角様、角おば様、角おばあ様。初めて人の体を手にしたからまだ慣れてないんじゃないか？
Well, Lady Perception, Aunt Perception, Granny Perception, since you just got a human body, you must need some help.
そういう時に一番必要なのは信頼できる案内役と護衛だ。俺以上に頼れるやつはいないぞ。
Now that you need, what? Now what you need most is a reliable guide and follower, and your best choice is standing in front of you.
俺たちは気質も由来も似てて共通の話題も多いはずだ。それに俺は文武両道だからな。格様にとって目障りな障害を排除しつつ話し相手にもなれるってわけだ。
We share similar nature and experiences, so we have a lot of in common. Also, I can talk and fight, so I can't help solve obstacles and provide company for you when you need.
どうだ？
What do you think?
こいつは一時の生を貪りたいのか？まあ、それも想定内のことではある。
Is this begging for a living? Well, I'm not too surprised.
あなたの自己紹介と売り込みは怪しいことこの上ない。しかし、私の力は十分なほど満ち溢れているし、あなたのような軟弱者を手下にする必要もない。
Your self-introduction seemed suspicious, and I'm powerful enough so I don't need no help from a powerless guy like you.
格様のように強力な影が俺のような無名のやつに目もくれないのは当然だ。
Of course, of course. Powerful shadows like you don't need my help.
だが俺は以前から格様に信服していてな。特に騙し討ち。俺を封印した時の勇姿は今でもずっと忘れられないくらいだ。
I've been inspired by you ever since the beginning, especially your sneak attack on me. I mean, your gallant demeanor, so impressive.
どうだ？そういうことで俺を手下にしてみないか？
You see, since it's like that, might as well let me tag along, right?
あなたが私の元を去ろうが残ろうが、何を考えていようが私は知らないし、気にするつもりもない。
I don't know what you're thinking, and I don't care. I couldn't care less if you stay or leave.
その言葉を待ってたぜ。
I'm just waiting for you to say that.
まあいい。いずれにしても私は自分の創造者たちに一度会いに行かなければならない。あなたは彼らがどこにいるのか知っているだろうから案内してほしい。
Anyway, I should meet my creators face to face. You should know where they are, so lead the way.
もちろんわかった。けどな、一つ心配な点がある。
Of course, but I'm concerned about something.
格様を堂々と連れて行ったら、俺は白球たちにひどい目に遭わされるに違いない。
If it's just swag or back with you like this, Baiji and the others won't make it easy for me.
心配は不要だ。畜産家は飼っている課金や家畜の生活環境をそこまで心配したりはしないだろう。
No worry, ranch owners don't have to worry too much about living conditions of their livestock, right?
彼らをそれぞれの牢に入れて、さらに数百年を過ごさせても私は構わない。
I don't mind letting them stay in their own cages for a few more centuries.
それならよかったぜ。
Ah, that's a relief.
白球たちは今もまだ琥珀街にいるはずだ。
Baiji and the others should still be on Amber Street.
しかし、あの夢追い人というやつ、もしかしたら。
Why? However, we can't just rule out the one called Dream Seeker.
そうだ。
Oh.
こうしたらどうだ？格様が先に進んで、俺はしんがりを務める。そうすれば、吹けば消し飛ぶ軟弱者な大火人の相手くらい、どうってことないだろう？
How about this? You go ahead, I'll cover the rear. I'm pretty confident dealing with a couple of tender Oxia folks. Huh?
勝手にしたら、私は別にどうでもいい。
Suit yourself, I don't mind.
よし！しんがりという名ある仕事は、このドニグルが確かに拝命したからね。
Alright then, I, Donahue, will accept the honor of guarding your rear. Ooh. Oof. Okay. Well, we're gonna get attacked from behind. Huh? Woof. Yep. Okay, so Donahue is slowing perception down. Oh. Okay. Oh.
そうイライラするのはよくない。
Restless and impatient. Not good.
てっきりあなたはしばらく私のそばにいて、機会を狙うものかと思っていた。そうやって待ちながら諦めることを学ぶのが理性的な選択だから。
I thought you'd lurk by my side and bide your time. After all, learning to let go while waiting is more mature and a rational decision.
いずれにしても、今のあなたは私にとって何の脅威にもならない。
Anyway, as you are now, you don't possess any threat to me.
突然の攻撃。いや、あなたの言葉で言えば騙し討ちか。これは確かに予想外だった。戦術的に言えばかなりの成功と言えるかもしれない。
This sudden attack, no, in your own words, a sneak attack, did catch me off guard somewhat. From a tactical perspective, it was quite successful, even.
だけど、その結果は変わっただろうか。
But what difference does it make in the end?
かっこよく見せる攻撃だったら、もちろん盛大にやるべきだろうが。
Flashy,
俺が今求めているのは、お前の命だけだからな。
flashy attacks are meant to be grand, but now, all I want is your life.
ほう、吠える犬は噛みつかぬ、だったか。 残念ながらあなたはもう吠えてしまった。
Oh, dogs that bite don't bark. Too bad. You already started barking.
無意味な形式にとらわれて自らの慰めを定義しようとする。その点からするとあなたは人間にすごく似ている。
Constantly adhering to meaningless rituals for the sake of self-comfort. In that regard, you're very much like a human.
一体何が
Who
あな
made
たを
you
そ
this
こまで
way?
変えたのか。
Litost.
あなたの創造者。
Your creator, perhaps?
お前には関係ない。
None of your business. Wait, what the?
理解できない。
Oh, I
実力の
understand.
差はあな
You
たに
should
も
be
わ
able
か
to
る
feel
は
the
ずなのに
difference in power.
なぜそこまで
between
抵抗
us.
しようとする。あなたが勝ちたいと思っている相手は私か、それとも
Okay, so we're just
あなた自身の恐怖心。
playing volleyball. The hell?
本
What's
当
happening?
におかしい。
You
心
seem
の
to
中
be
の
suppressing
恐
your
怖
inner
を抑えつ
fear.
けているように見える。影の造物であるあなたは
The creation of shadow shouldn't fear granting you more power.
はずでは。あなたが恐れているのは一体何？
What do you fear so much? Okay.
ああ、わかった。
Ah, I
あなた
understand
が
now.
恐れているのはあなた自身の存在そのものだ。
What you fear is
それ
simply
は
your
あなたの
existence.
創造者からもらった本能。影の造物だというのに、本当に他人の影になってしまったとは、実に笑える。
Becoming someone else's shadow. Fuck.
黙れ。
Shut up.
いずれにしても、
Oh.
あなたの犯行もここまで。
Resistance
もう
ends
これ
here.
でおしまいだ。私の力が分かたれた存在。
Let's end your life, the
あ
division
なた
of
は
my
もう
power.
恐怖を感じることはない。
You won't feel fear anymore. Hmm? What are they doing?
なるほど。
I see. Give me 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, baby.
つまり白球さんは相手の力を使って戦ったとしても自殺行為で玉砕にしかならないって言いたいんだね。
Okay, back. Sorry. I want to go get some water with some ice because God, it's hot and there's no air. Well, there's no wind blowing right now, so it's a tad bit stuffy. If I were to say so. Ah, let's see. I see. Oh, Chen. Okay, this is with the gang then. So, you think that using the opponent's authority to confront them is like bringing a knife to a gunfight? Yeah,
私たちは
something like that.
影の力を何とかして迂回しなければならない。それができてこそ敵と同じ出発点に立つことができる。そうでしょ?
You're saying that we need to find a way to bypass the authority of Shadow so that we can stand on the same footing as the enemy.
ああ、それができなければ私たちはまた結局類似の儀と同じ末路をたどることになる。
Yes. Otherwise, we'll still be forced down the path of the Rite of Tears.
だからこそ今私は王家の力を必要としているのだ。
That's why, right now, I still need to borrow the power of Oxia.
親切姉さん、老朽と王家はつながってて枝分かれしてるだけの存在だから、彼らを助けることは私たち自身を助けることにもなるの。
Chenchue, Langchi and Oxia are linked to each other. By helping them, we're also helping ourselves.
あなたたちの気持ちはわかる。だから七術の戦いに加わることに関しては許可を出してもいいけど、データ研究所を代表する立場としてすぐに多くの支援を提供することはできない。
Yeah, I understand your wish, but even though I'm down with you joining the fight of the Seven Shoes, as a representative of the Data Research Institute, I can't allocate more support to Langchu right now.
親切姉さんはこの間必要があれば私たちと一緒に戦うって言ってたよね。
Huh? Didn't you say you'd fight alongside us if necessary, Chenchue?
確かにそう言ったよ。でも白球さんが老朽で一人の神を作るという選択をしたからには、王家としてもいろいろと準備をしなくちゃ。あらゆる面での影響に備えてね。
That's quite true. But since Mr. Baiji chose to create a deity in Langchu, Oxia must be prepared for all kinds of impacts.
それに影の力が完全に消滅したら、海の侵食が老朽の新たな敵になる。その辺の支援活動についても早めに考えておかないといけない。
Plus, once the authority of shadows completely disappears, the erosion of the sea will become Langchu's new enemy. We must plan ahead for the support work in these aspects. In that aspect.
大丈夫だ。まさか親切さんが私たちが勝利した後のことまで考え始めているとは。
No problem. I just didn't expect you to have started planning what comes after victory.
何事も備えあれば憂いなしというからね。それにみんなが窮地に陥る原因になった類樹の義も、白球さんと小弱はきっと本当の意味で諦めてはいないはず。そうでしょ?
Better safe than sorry. Besides, I believe Mr. Baiji and Miss Songchue haven't truly given up on the Rite of Tears, which put you all in this predicament, right?
親切姉さん、それって
Chenshue, are you suggesting?
親切が言いたいのは、つまり今でもうちらの力は影の意志を抑え込むことのできる手段の一つってこと？例えば話が通じないようなら道連れにするって脅すとか
？Chenshue is suggesting that my abilities might still be able to restrain the will of shadows even now. Like, if it doesn't cooperate, I can still threaten it to go down together.
多分それは何の意味もないと思う。相手が書くならあんたが死を恐れてることぐらい知ってるだろうし。
That probably won't work. Perception definitely knows you value your life too much for that.
いや、必ずしもそうとは言い切れない。
That remains to be seen.
だが今は それについて検討している場合ではない。諸君、とにかくまずは私たちの作戦案に話を戻そう。
Anyway, this isn't something we should prioritize. Let's return our battle to our battle plan.
私たちに残された時間は無限にあるわけじゃない。白球さん、
Oh, wait,
具
oh
体
fuck.
的な作戦を教えて。少なくとも私
Sorry.
たちはボランティアとして老朽での戦いに加わることができるから。
True, we don't have endless time at our disposal. Mr. Baiji, please lay out specific battle plans. At least Ch3 agrees to us volunteering in the fight of Langchu.
それだけじゃないよ。私たちは長尺っていう友達のためにも戦う。そうでしょ？
That's not all. We're also fighting for our friend Sangchue, right?
せな。気にしないで。私たちはただ手伝うなら最後までやりたいって思っただけ。
Don't mention
そんなに
it.
特別なことじゃない。
Don't mention it. We just want to see it done.
バルキリーである私たちは剣能に対する模擬訓練に何度も参加してきた。規則との戦いに関して私とコラリーはそれなりに有利だと思う。
As Valkyries, as Valkyries, we've done many training simulations against the authority. Coralie and I have experience when it comes to fighting the rules.
諸君、ありがとう。
Thank you, everyone.
師匠、見て。うち頼りになるたくさんの友達を作ることができたんだ。この百数年はそれなりに意味があったんじゃないかな。
Master, your disciple has some made. Your disciple has made some great friends. The extra century hasn't been wasted after all.
ああ。以前は失礼な真似をしてすまなかった。
Yeah, I was rude before. Let's move on.
7術をまた全老朽を代表して。
Are we gonna get banished again?
感謝する。
On behalf of the Seven Shoes and all of Langchu, I thank you all for your sincere help.
では次に。
Now then,
ちょっと待って。
wait. Huh? Wait. What does she see?
そうだ。
Baiji?
あなたたちは英雄だ。あなたたちが死にに行きたいなら行けばいい。
Oh, right. The
なぜ
ordinary
私たち一
people.
般人を巻き添えにするんだ？
Right, the other people inside Unity. Ah, forgot about them. Yeah, you're heroes. If you want to die, go ahead. Why drag us ordinary folks into it? I mean, you're gonna die if they don't do anything. So, what do you mean?
セラ？
Sarah?
少爵お姉ちゃん、私。嫌だ。私は死にたくない。でも孤独に生きていきたくもない。
Miss Songchu, No, I don't want to die. And I don't want to live alone either.
どういうこと？合言葉の住みかが。
What's happening? The haven of love has been...
みんなはどこにいたの？
Is everyone...
捨てないで。私を一人ぼっちにしないで。
Where'd everyone go? Don't abandon me. Don't leave me alone.
私たち消えてしまうの？どうか助けて。セラピウム様。セラピウム様。
Are we gonna disappear? Please save me. Lady Serapium. Lady Serapium.
違う。私。
No, that's not... I...
いけない。結合の力が突然失われて、彼女の意識空間も。
This is bad. The power of union is rapidly declining, and her mind space is...
意識空間が完全になくなっちゃったらどうなるの？
Oh, what will happen in that mind space? What would happen if that mind space disappears completely?
セラペウムと結合した者は本来なら100年前に命を落としていた。だがその力によって彼らの意識はこれまで生きることができていたんだ。
Those united with Serapium should have perished a century ago. They've been able to maintain their consciousness until now, thanks to the power of union.
意識空間がなくなれば、その魂たちも死に回帰し、セラペウムも孤独の身に戻ることになる。
Once the mind space disappears, those souls will return to death, and Serapeum will be left alone.
師匠、セラがちょっとでも楽になるような方法はないの？
Master, is there any way to make Sera feel better?
理を発散とすれば必ずその回を受ける。これは彼女が自ら選んだ道だ。だから彼女自身で最後まで歩み続ける必要がある。
No pain, no gain. That's the path she chose, and the path she will finish alone. Is that the best translation for that, I wonder?
セラ、
Sera. Eternal understanding, eternal happiness, and eternal utopia. But when death comes, what kind of eternity can withstand its grip? Oh, right, because of unity, she's also...
何を泣いてるの？
Why are you crying?
行かないで、泣かないで。
Alright, because she was relying on unity to move. And if
みんな
he's
なんかいないわ。
collapsing,
私の目の前にいるのは泣いているセラだけよ。
there's no everyone. I only see you crying.
苦しんでいる人もなすすべもない人も孤独を恐れている人も
The painful one, the helpless one, and the one afraid of solitude.
すべてはあなたなのよ。
They are all you,
あなたしかいないの。
and you, and only you.
あなたはもともと孤独を乗り越えなければならないわ。
You are meant to overcome solitude.
私に任せて。
After a brief stint of chaos...
そよぐ風も
what the...
視覚の一部だね。セラピウム、彼女は少し良くなったかな。
Sarah, is she doing better now?
なんだか不思議だね。力が次第に失われていってるのに、状態は逆に安定するなんて。
Yep. It's strange. Even though her power is further dissipating, her condition seems to have stabilized. Probably because of Thelema, I'm assuming.
セラが消えていこうとしてる魂たちを慰めてるからよ。
Because she's soothing the dissipating souls.
セルマ？
Thelema?
大丈夫よ。唇と指数本はまだ動かせるから。
I'm fine. At least I still have 2 lips and a few fingers that can move.
ただの権能の反動。死ぬわけじゃないわ。
It's just the backlash of authority. We won't die.
体中の穴という穴から血がたくさん流れても、植物状態になっても、死とは違う。そうでしょ？
Even if we're bleeding from every facial orifice or turning into vegetables, that's different from death.
とにかく、本題に戻るわね。
Alright, let's get back to business.
結合状態の維持はできなくなってしまったけど、今もかすかにセラの考えてることが感じられるの。
While she can't maintain the state of union, I can still vaguely sense her thoughts.
みんな心配しないで。
Everyone, please, don't worry.
私、最後までみんなと一緒に。
I'll stand with you until the very end.
どんなに孤独でも、その孤独が死でも
No matter what kind of solitude, even if that solitude is called death.
ほら、何の力もない状態でも結合は存在し続けてるのよ。セラは今でも恐怖を抱きしめようとしてるの。
You see, even without any power, the union still exists. Little Sarah still embraces her fear.
もちろん私も同じよ。ただ恐怖を刺激する方が好きなだけ。
Of course, it's the same for me. I just prefer to command it.
形は違えど私たちは自分なりの道を選んだの。そして七術の異能があるかどうか、生きるか死ぬかにかかわらず、その点だけは永遠に変わることがない。
Even though the form is different, it's a path we chose for ourselves. Whether we possess the superpowers of the seven shus, whether we live or die, this will never change.
本物の貴族というものは生を受けてから死に至るまで
True
優
nobility,
雅でなければならないのよ。
true nobility must uphold their elegance from birth to death.
さて、セラの力が失われ始めたということは、
It.
あれがすでに目を覚ました可能性が高いわね。
Alright, now that little Sarah's power is also starting to fade, it has probably already awakened.
ここはやはり
Oh, okay, see, that's why.
ラッキーのバトを訪ねるこ
Okay.
とにしましょう。
Perception, yeah. Let's
次は
go.
最後の決戦よ。
Let's go find
サル
Baiji.
マヌートリスクの従者であるあなたに負け戦なんて許されないんだから。
It's time for the final battle. As a servant of Thelema Nutrisugu, you can't afford to lose.
それとスズメちゃん、
Also, little Chue,
なんでもないわ。もう行きなさい。
never mind. You may leave.
大丈夫だよ、セルマ。うちセルマが何を言おうとしたのか分かってる。
No worries. Thelema, I understand what you're trying to say.
だから安心して、あんたたちに恥をかかせるようなことはしない。
Rest assured, I won't fail you.
師匠、
Master,
うち
I'm ready.
準備できたよ。
What the hell is gonna happen?
どうやら決戦が目前に迫っているようだ。
It seems that decisive battle is imminent.
夢追い人、私が巨岩の力によって術たちにかりそめの体を作り出したことは君も知っているのだろう。実際に君の夢の中でも
Mm-hmm.
セナさんの病気を治すために私はかりそめの体を作ってみせた。
Entropy. You should know that I once used the techniques of falsehood to create clones of each of the shoes. In fact, in your dream, I also created a substitute body for Miss Sanadina to treat her condition.
確かにそんなこともあったね。
Yeah.
ということは、さっきのセラペウムたちは。
In that case, Sarah and the others were...
そう。鼠径の儀の時に私は彼女たちのかりそめの体を回収したんだ。
That's right.
それを別の用途に使うためにね。
That's right. During the rite of shaping, I already reclaimed the clones for other purposes. What's he gonna do with that?
当時は
Ish. What the hell are my glasses?
統合することに失敗し、英単が追う大体案の負荷を減らすため、私たちは眠らなければならなかった。単独で活動できる時間も少なかったが、この100年は無駄ではなかった。
after the authority of the shadows failed to integrate, to reduce the burden on the alternative solution, the pool of shadows, we all had to enter a deep slumber one after another. The moments when we could act independently were few and far between. However, that wasted century was not without meaning.
100年もの間、かりそめの体をよりどころにして、私が持っているアストラルリングの残片に大量のエネルギーを注入した。
Interesting.
そして今や、行動のアストラルリングと
Why
して大
though?
部分の力を回復させることができた。
During that century, relying on these clones, I infused a large amount of energy into my astral ring fragment. In fact, right now, it's already regained a significant portion of its power as the Zodiac astral ring.
へえ、何%くらい？
70? Oh, 80. What percentage?
8割程度だろうか。
About 80%.
でも、一度失敗したことをそのままもう一度しようとしてるなら、しくじる確率がもっと高くなるだけだよ。
Well, if you want to go ahead and repeat the mistakes you made back then, the probability of failure will only be higher. You know that, right?
確かに、その通りだ。
That's true.
直接やり合うのはダメなの？
Can't we just blow it up?
落ち着くんだ、サフライ。それに、私の作戦は、君の言うやり方をベースにしている。
Calm down, Miss Safari. My battle plan is actually based on your approach. Huh?
結論から言うと、小弱がアストラルリングの残片を使い、当時試した
Oh,
得意点の統合をもう一度行う。
okay.
諸君にはその手伝いをしてほしい。
So, basically creating a Harsha. Okay. Let's start with the conclusion. I need you to assist Songshue, who will utilize the astral ring fragments and recreate the integration of the singularity as we did back then.
うちが？
Me?
ああ、君の方が私などよりずっと適任だ。方法についてはまた後で教えよう。
Yes. You are a more suitable candidate than I am. I'll teach you the method later.
どのように外部からそれを促すかについては、先ほどコラリーさんが提示してくれた問題をどう解決するかが今回の計画において重要な一歩になる。
As for how to achieve this externally, addressing the question raised by Miss Coralie earlier is the crucial step in the plan.
だが、回収がある以上、実際は8割よりもずっと悪い状況にあるだろう。
In fact, due to the presence of the fear gathering, the actual situation is far worse than the so-called 80%.
長きにわたり、7術も10人も皆回収によって今日実へ影を物へと変えてきた。それによって今日源としたものが老朽全体にはびこり、ひいては影の意志の支配する範囲が広がってしまった。
For a long time, both the Seven Shoes and ordinary residents have solidified illusions and shaped shadows through fear gathering. The thing from the void have long spread throughout Langchu, and this has actually expanded the domain of the will of the shadow.
だから私たちが琥珀街に身を潜め、ただ当時の天地開闢を再現しようとしているだけなら、
Therefore, if we just hide on Amber Street and try to recreate the grand feat of creation,
真の成功率は1割もないだろう。
the actual chances of success are probably less than 10%.
それって？
That
落ち着いて。略球さんがそこまではっきり言うっていうことは、きっと何らかの策があるはずだよ。
don't worry, I'm sure Mr. Baiji already has a plan in place.
そうだ。だからこそ私は
Oh, probably gonna take some off
決
from
戦と呼んでいる。
perception, I'm assuming. And that's also why I call it the decisive battle.
つまり得意点統合の成功率を上げるために敵を徹底的に叩いて弱らせる必要があるってことだよね。
Are you saying we're going to severely weaken the enemy to increase the success rate of integrating the singularity?
その通り。
That's right.
言い方を変えると、みんな借金だらけだけど債権者を倒せば借金を返済する必要もなくなるってこと。
Yeah, that's an accurate way of putting it. So, even though you're heavily debted, so long as you take care of the creditors, you won't have to worry about repaying the debts.
平たく言えば確かにそうだ。鼠径の儀の最大の効果は
Yes, and they became a tangible
私た
being
ちに
now.
相手を倒せる可能性を与えてくれたことだ。
To put it bluntly, yes. It's more accurate to say that the right of shaping gives us the chance to deal with the opponent.
そうなると私たちは完全な力を持つ敵と真っ向からぶつかる必要があるんだよね。
But does that mean we have to directly confront the enemy who has complete authority?
そうだ。
I'm afraid so. Yep.
アストラルリングの残片に10割、いや、その倍の効果を発揮させるには、かなり厳しい条件を乗り越える必要がある。
For astral ring fragments to exhibit 100%, or even 200% of their effect, strict conditions must be met.
まず、戦う者は相手に十分に接近し、白兵戦を連続して仕掛け、相手を消耗させる必要がある。つまり、夢追い人が言ったように、完全体の影の意志と真っ向からぶつかるということだ。
Firstly, the participating individuals must be close enough to the opponent to engage them close up. As Entropy mentioned earlier, this means directly confronting the complete will of shadows.
次に、アストラルリングの残片が剣能と共鳴した状態になるのを待たなければならない。七星棒で諸君は以下を見たと思うが、あれは影の剣能とリングがつながっている最中という証なんだ。
Then we also need to wait for the astral ring fragments to enter the state of alignment with the authority. The phenomenon, yeah, of the abnormal flames you saw on the 7 posts earlier is proof that the authority of shadows was matching the rings.
7箇所にある以下をすべて灯さなければアストラルリングの残片は完全な力を発揮できない。
Only when all 7 flames are lit up can the astral ring fragments unleash their full power.
つまりその火が全て灯るのを待ってから相手を攻撃するか、敵と正門戦をする必要があるっていうこと。
In other words, we either we wait until all flames are lit up or engage in a protracted war with the enemy.
待ってるだけじゃ意味がない。私は何かをしなければならないんだ。
Just waiting around isn't a viable option. We need to do something.
確かにそうだね、サフライ。君は小弱同様、今回の計画で非常に重要な役割を担っている。
Yes, and you, Savara. You, like Songchue, have a critical role in this plan.
あ、わかった。術の力は二人にある種の負の状態を与えるからだよね。
Oh, I think I understand. Because the power of the shoes is actually kind of negative state for both of them?
さすがはセナさんだ。鋭いね。
Miss Senna, you truly are brilliant.
7術の中で泥より出て泥に染まらずにいるのは覇気だけ。小さな力で大きな力に勝てるのは欺瞞だけなんだ。
Among the 7 shoes, only destruction emerged from the mire without being tainted, and only deception can move mountains with little effort.
鼠径の儀を成功させるために、もともとあった7術の力のほとんどをすでに失ってしまった今、影の意志と戦うという重責は 二人に任せるほかない。
To accomplish the rite of shaping, most of the original power of the Seven Shoes has dissipated, and the duty of battling the will of the shadow can only be entrusted to you and Song Choi.
だけど白球さん、あんたはまさか二人の術の力だけで七術全体の力を超えている可能性の高い相手に消耗戦を仕掛けるつもり？
But, Mr. Baiji, are you planning to have the protracted war with an entity that likely surpasses the Seven Shoes with just the power of two?
そうだよ。私たちじゃ戦力にもならないっていうの？
Yeah, are we not adept enough in combat?
諸君、焦らないでくれ。
Don't fret, that's not what I meant.
ヘリアさんの先ほどの分析は正しい。二人の術だけで七術に挑むのは根本的な解決策とは言えない。
Miss Helium made a good point. Challenging the Seven Shoes with only two shoes is certainly not a long-term plan.
そこで私はこの世界の外から来た君たちになんとか私たちの敵と渡り合ってもらいたいと思っている。すべての以下が共にアストラルリングの残片の準備が整うまでで構わない。
Therefore, I hope that all of you from beyond this world can find a way to engage our opponent until the flames are fully ignited and the astral ring fragments are ready.
もしそれができれば私たちは今手元にある2枚の切り札を一番ふさわしい時期に使い最大限の効果を上げることができるだろう。
If you can achieve that, our two trump cards can be played at the most opportune moment to gain maximum
つまり
effect.
後ろに控えてる最後の切り札が長尺たちっていうこと？
So Langchu and Songchu. No, so Songchu and Lantern are like our reserve team.
あ、この作戦で私たちが陽動を担当するなら今すぐにでも出発しないと。敵が琥珀街を攻めたら主導権を失ってしまう。
If we're responsible for the feint attack, then we must set off immediately. If the enemy manages to infiltrate Amber Street, we'll be on the back foot.
スピード重視はいいことだけど、
Acting swiftly is good, but
夢追い人、あなたたちのことを桜花のすべてで支援する。
Entropy, all of Oxia has your back, so
絶対に無理をしないで。
please don't overexert yourself, okay?
わかった。
Okay, I understand.
桜花は桜花なりの武力を持ってる。どうしても事態の収拾がつかなくなった場合、データの海をよりどころにして栄華たちを率いて向かうことで敵と長期的に渡り合えるからね。
Oxia has its own armed forces. If the situation truly becomes unmanageable, we can order them to engage a prolonged battle with the enemy, relying on the sea of data.
こんな言い方は老朽にすごく失礼かもしれないけど、今回の件は桜花にとって一気に全てを解決できる戦いじゃない。
Although it may be disrespectful to Langchu, for Oxia, this isn't a battle that has to be won in a single stroke.
あなたの気持ちはわかった。だけど、
We appreciate your kindness,
いわ
however,
ゆる律者との戦いの経験から見れば、そういうロボットの数に物を言わせるやり方に戦術的な価値があるとは思えない。
considering our experience in fighting these so-called Hershes on Earth, relying on a mass of robots doesn't seem to have much tactical significance.
ロボットは言われた通りにしか戦えないから、それならバルキリーが持つ可能性を信じた方がいい。
Instead of trusting those tin cans that can only fight by the book, you should value the potential of the Valkyries a bit more.
地球での話だけど、私とヘリアの先輩にあたるバルキリーたちはいろいろな方法を使って全ての律者を倒して、最終的に終焉を乗り越えて地球の神になった。
On Earth, our predecessors resolved all the Hershes using various means, and eventually transcended finality, becoming the goddess of Earth.
コラリーってそんなにいっぱい喋れるんだ。
I didn't know you. I didn't know you were such a smooth talker, Coralie.
わかったよ。可能性って確かに不思議なものだしね。
I get it now. Possibility is indeed a marvelous
だ
thing.
けど万が一のことを考えて、私たちは老朽のすべてを諦める時の準備をする。 そしていつでも救援に迎える状態にしておくね。
However,
略球さん、その点については理解してもらいたいの。
as a contingency plan, we should still prepare to abandon Langchu and put our rescue team on standby. Mr. Baiji, I hope you can understand.
構わない。
No problems.
そういう準備は必要だ。
Such arrangements are only natural.
何はともあれ。
Whatever the case,
まずは諸君に感謝の気持ちを伝えたい。
allow me to express my gratitude to you all. Oh, that's two.
老朽の未来は諸君の手にかかっている。
The future of Langchu is now in your hands.
私たちに任せて。
Leave it to
それ
us.
じゃあ先に出発する。
Then we'll set off now.
また後でね、小弱、あかり。
We'll see you later, Sancho, and you, Miss Lantern. Mhm.
師匠、あかり姉さんとうちが出発する前に、
Master, before Miss Lantern and I depart,
一人で師匠に一つ質問させてもらえないかな。
can I ask you another question in private? What's she gonna do? Later, at the heart of Langchu. After completing many pre-battle that was too far. After completing setting up the plan, I'm assuming, head to the final battle. Oh, brilliant! And where is this now?
おかしい。
What's that? Is that a white Donahue? Yes, it is. Strange dog.
犬かな。
A dog?
その通り。
Obviously.
そういう意味じゃなくて、すごく普通の犬に見えるのはどうしてかなと思って。
No, I mean, it looks like an ordinary dog.
そうだね。どうしてこんなところに普通の犬がいるんだろう。
Yeah, why is an ordinary dog here?
ほらほら、怖がらないで。私たちはあなたのことを傷つけたりはしないよ。
Don't be afraid. We won't hurt you.
琥珀街から出てきて迷子になっちゃったのかな。ここは危ないから安全なところに行って。
Did you get lost after coming out of Amber Street? This place is dangerous. You should go back to where you're supposed to be.
心配なんていらないよ。老朽の上空にある黒い影ももうすぐ消えるから。
Yeah, don't worry. The shadow looming over Langchu will soon dissipate.
本当に変だね。あの犬、以前から知ってるような感じがするんだけど。
How strange. This dog seems familiar.
外見もどこかで見たような。
Its appearance is somewhat familiar too.
ドニグルの親戚じゃないよね。ドニグルに親戚なんていたかな。
Could it be a relative of Donahue? If it even has relatives?
もしそれが場の雰囲気を盛り上げようとする冗談だったら面白いとは言えない。
If that's a joke to lighten the mood, it's not very funny.
まさか。
Could it be? Hmm.
あれは
That's... what is... Investigate the weapon on the ground. Is that a sword? What the hell uses a sword?
これは
Litos.
リトストのこの地面に刺さってる感じはま
Is
さ
that
に
Litos? The feeling of being planted in the ground like this.
生はすなわち生、死はすなわち死。生死の間には明確な区分があり、本来超えてはならないもの。
Life is life, and death is death. Between life and death, there used to be a clear distinction that couldn't be
し
crossed.
かし回収の存在によって有と無、そして生と死の境が曖昧になってしまった。
It's the existence of the fear gathering that blurs the boundaries between the existence of non-existence and life and death.
そして消滅していたはずのものが再び現れるような状況になっている。
However, if something that already has been extinguished returns,
それはありし日の真実と
Is it-
全く変わらぬ姿なのだろうか。
will it be indistinguishable from the truth of the past? At the same location not long ago,
もう終わりだ。
it's done.
そうだな、
Yeah,
終わりだ。
it's all over.
もう十分だ。俺が欲してるものは得られた。
That's enough.
これでいい。
I've gotten what I wanted. Let it end here. In that moment, Perception felt a very peculiar sensation. She suddenly realized that she couldn't sense Donegu's fear anymore. It was as if desire and fear had completely detached from it in the blink of an eye. This made her, for the first time ever, feel a sense of curiosity.
どうして
Why?
私たちの間にある力の差は分かっているはずだ。どうあがいても私という存在は揺るがないということも。
You should know the difference between our powers. And you should know that no matter what you do, you can't shake my existence.
それなのに、そうしたということは
Yet, you still did it.
死ぬためか。
Just to seek death?
なんだ、俺が死にたいと思っちゃいけないか。俺は自分がやりたいようにやるだけだ。お前に何の関係がある？
What's wrong? Can't I enjoy seeking death? I'll do what I want. What is it to you?
こういう俺を見るのが嫌なら、どこか適当な場所でも探して自分を終わらせるんだな。
Just casually telling her to go kill herself? Nice. If you can't stand me, then find a place to end yourself.
かかってこいよ。お前のルールに従って、俺はもうお前に願いを伝えたんだ。
Come on.
次はお前がそれに応える番だぞ。
According to your rules, since I've already made a wish to you, it's your turn to respond.
いいだろう。あなたの望み通りにしよ
Alright then, as you wish.
う。あなたは私の養分となり、私の一部となる。あなたは永遠に生きるとともに死ぬ。
You become my nourishment and merge with me. You'll live forever and then die.
もうしばらくすれば、お前の目の前にあるすべてが跡形もなく消え去る。あるいは大きく変わるだろう。
Soon, before you will no longer exist. Or rather, no longer exist as it does now.
知っての通り、滅びを経てのみ、廃れた淵から昇る可能性を得られる。
As you know, this place can only be risen through destruction.
そうすればお前の、
And then you can
お前の死に意味が生まれる。
die where you belong.
見たかリトスト。
See that, Litost?
俺は勝ったぞ。
I won.
お前の名は滅びと誕生が入り混じる暗い影の中へと消し去られる。
Your name will be erased in the shadows where destruction and rebirth intertwine.
安らかに眠れ、リトスト。
Rest in peace, Litost.
これ
This is the curse that I will bring you. This is the curse I'll place upon you.
残念だドニグル。恐怖を捨てたとしても、私の臓物であるお前の本能までは なくすことができなかったようだ。
So, okay, so it is what I thought. This fear on death. Okay. Too bad, Donaghu. Even if you discard your fear, your instinct as my creation cannot be eliminated.
私たちの勝負はまだ結果が出ていない。それ以前に
Our contest remains undecided. Until then,
世界の主よ、これからは私の番だ。
it is my turn to be the master of the world. Now,
武器だけが残ってる。リトストは一体。
all that's left is the weapon, the tossed. What happened to him? You look back. The path you came from was silent, with no traces of anyone passing through. Certainly no dog either. That's 3. Enter the shadow folk. Okay. Into the shadows. Alright, this is where we saw the memory of Litos earlier.
リトスト、
Litos.
彼は
He
予想通り、
just as
お前
expected.
は確かに
He can be labeled as something that would destroy everything.
もう一人の私にとって
Even the other me. All this had long become meaningless.
たとえ生き返って
Even if I were to come
他
back
人に
from
は
the
成
dead
し得ないことができた
to
として
achieve the impossible, I am no match for you.
私はお
In
前
fact,
の
I can't
敵じゃ
even
ない
protect Donaghu.
それどころかドニグルを守ることすらできない。しかし
But it's precisely because we're not willing to
ある
do
いはすべき
what
ことに
can't be
屈した
done
くはないから
or
こ
what
そ
should be done. That's how the shoes
実は
managed to
今まで
exist
存
till
在する
today.
ことができた。
Oh, okay, so he's the longsword. Okay.
死んだ術もそれを貫くべきだ。
Even a dead shoe is no different.
人生をかけた願いが
Even if our lifelong wish will
その
never
せ
be
いで消
fulfilled.
えてなくなるとしても私たちはこの始まりの地で終わりを迎える。
Head to the final battle. Following the traces of battle, all of you stepped into the source of the pool of shadows. Like how he sacrificed himself to transform into the pool of shadows, this time Litos used his death to pave way to this final battlefield. The desolate island that once hung in the sky had already been taken over by shadows. And now a girl manifested by the will of shadows took the most familiar appearance, smirking as she looked at you all.
来たか。
Oh, there you are.
ドニグルの次にリトスト。そしてあなたたち。全くつまらない。
From Donaghu to Lutos, and now you. How uninteresting.
小弱は来ないのか？
Where's Songshue? Isn't she coming?
黙っているつもり？全く薄情だ。
Keeping silent, huh? How heartless of you.
私が善良なる神だという可能性を考えたことは？
Have you ever considered the possibility of me being a good deity?
さっ
Nope.
き琥珀街に逃げてきた犬が力を奪われたドニグルだとしたら、あなたが善良なる神なわけないでしょ。
Oh, she did notice. If the dog we ran back at Amber Street just now is Donaghu, whose power was taken away, then you can't be a good deity.
恐怖によって訓練された人工知能であることを考えれば、あなたが普通の人と同じ本性を持っている方がおかしい。
Rather, as an AI trained by fear, if you can possess the nature of an ordinary person, that would be truly astonishing.
これもある種の自己実現の予言か？
Could this also be some kind of self-fulfilling prophecy?
あなたたちが私から得たいと思っているものを、私はあなたたちが考えている方法で返そう。 これまでしてきたように。
You expect to gain something from me, and I will pay you in the way you envision, just like I always have.
もしあなたたちが心の底から私という存在を受け入れてくれるなら、戦わずに済むかもしれないが。
If you're willing to wholeheartedly accept my existence, perhaps things don't have to escalate to a battle.
それに、あなたたちの力で。
Besides, with all of you,
私と戦った場合、どれくらい持つと思う？
how long can you hold against me in a fight?
もしかしたら丸一日は持つかもよ。
Maybe we can last a whole day.
七術が一人もいないということは、あなたたちはただ時間稼ぎのために来たのだろう。
Since all the 7 shoes are absent, I'm guessing you've come here to just buy time.
しかし、生も死もない無双の層にとって、一番足りているのは時間だ。
But the ever-present amorphous face, what it lacks the least is time.
もちろん、私も喜んで。
And of course, I'm more than willing
あなたたちの最後をこの目で見届けよう。
to witness your final moments. Ooh, okay. Heart, wait, damage reduction and healing. Wait, what? Damage reduction and healing. Okay. Okay, so we're losing the healing. Sure. This is with the base Sana comp, I assume, right?
暗い影によって
It's actually
100年の長夜を。
uh
あなたたちは平穏に過ごした。恐怖を断つことがで
wait,
きない。
hold up, okay.
自身に抗う闇夜が無限だ。
Does people know?
人々を知っているから。従い、射撃の時間だ。ぼーっとしないで。
Perception, she's.
数を揃う回収を知っているのに。
But it's fair guarding
どう
so.
して
Oh, wait, what the?
老朽において影は万物を含み常について回る。
Nine all and.
万象万物、私のために。
Okay, so she can copy.
私に任せて。自分の影と戦うと。急いでそこまで。
Oh god, okay. Okay, that's a bit annoying.
影に抗う。自身に抗うことになる。
Okay, okay, not sure. Wait, but we don't heal. Okay, I think I may have taken a bit too much damage already.
世の影、我の下に。チャージ完了。逃げられないよ。
Is this enough?
私こそが想像。この古の言い伝えを聞いた
That
こと
was
が
the ancient rumor. Wait, what
世の
the?
中の人々は
So we're gonna have it, I can't close the
一晩中
eyes.
見られるが、一晩中瞬きを我慢
Perception's
することはで
hiding.
きない。この世を覆うそういう不可避の一瞬の中で暮らしているのだ。
5、4、1。まだどう？
Okay. Again? Oh, perception, no, no, no. There you are.
ヤフー。終わり？ 5、4、1。
Okay. This one. Okay, no, so we got it. Fuck! That is not good. I lost my DPS. No, 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 no.
自分の影と戦うと。
Okay, why? Why do I always lose in these fights? Oh my god. Oh, but what the? Oh god. Okay, it's gonna be a freaking another Helia clear only.
影に抗うこと。
That is if there's like no other phase.
自身に抗うことになる。
一緒に戦おう。
Okay, okay. No phase 2, right?
高さは自在に変化。 幸いにして
Fairy doesn't
失敗
spell
は
annihilation.
だけどどうしてそうも急ぎたがる。
あなたを急がせないためかもしれ
Maybe
ない
from
ね。
being hasty instead.
確かに私たちじゃ相手にならないけど、七釘のエイカだってあと一つじゃない。
Oh. Oh, are we fighting a lantern now?
本気なんだ。
Phase 2? Phase 2. Wait, oh god, it's solo lantern DPS. What the? What was that? The hell was that? Oh, god. Oh, wait, what was that? Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. Okay.
あなたたちが私の意識を想像し、この形を作ったの。結果を見た途端に壊そうとするのさ。何もない時はあらゆる力を借りて、日々自分を喜ばせていたくせに。久しぶり、少女くん。喜びの果てに、またあらゆる力を借りて、自分を無に帰そうとする。
come on. Come on. Ah, come on. Okay.
100年も取り繕っていた代償として、あなたたちは全て捧げることになる。
Sure, you must give up everything. Fuck! Okay.
影から借りた力に
Where is she?
報いを受けるのよ。
Oh god, I need to
気をつけて。
get my shadows back. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Again, this is okay. This mechanic is a bit annoying. Hold on. Can I? Fuck. Again. Come on, let me get them quickly. Wait, what the? What now? What? Oh, what the? Wait. Okay, so from both sides now. Okay, this is okay, now I have to jump. Oh, okay. Okay, this is an interesting fight mechanic here. Okay, I need to check if that's tie between them both. Okay, that's why you get lantern for this one. Okay. Oh. Fuck. Fuck. No, wait, hold up. That's not scripted, is it? Oh my god. I actually fucked up. Okay. Okay, I didn't think I'd fuck up. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I can't like lose focus there. Jesus. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't think I'd lose there. No. Okay, we don't. Okay, we focus this and we focus. Oh, it's from this side. Okay, we need to go. Oh, I need to. I keep forgetting that it's. If it's red, we need to change, and it's. If it's red, it's jump. If it's purple, we dodge the side.
にしてやる。喜
Okay.
びの果てにまたあらゆる力を借りて自分を無に帰そうとする。時間だ。
Both.
人間の矛
Both.
盾が本当に理解できる。
Oh, god damn it, I didn't see that one.
生きない100年も取り繕っていた代償としてあなたたちは
気をつけて、あかり姉さん。
Oh. Well, that's new.
正直あなたには無
You
理。
need, you must think conflict its demise.
師匠が
Okay, wait, that didn't happen last time. Hello?
わざわざ死に向かわせたのか。
Okay, we're going to see the mirror now.
彼は
Ah.
効果交換というものをよく
Okay,
分かっている。
okay, we're like good, like, we're not messing things up this time.
ここに来たところでなんだ。
Okay.
この光は全てを焼き尽くす。逃げていいよ。
Okay.
行くがいい。
Fuck! I missed the timing.
世の我に従う。
Come on, I haven't used dancing too much.
影の世の
Ah.
我に私
Oh, nice charge, dodge.
行くがいい。全員
Okay.
してやる。
Okay, one more. How about? Okay. Oh, it's this part. Okay, this was. Okay, I just need to dodge here. Because the otherwise, I need to dodge until they run out. Okay.
時間だ。
Does that hit? Yes, it does. Nice. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go.
行くがいい。
Okay, now so up it. Now I need to get my shadow again. Okay,
久しぶり。少女くん。
lantern burst.
全員
ただで手伝うよ。
粉々にしてやる。
Okay, this lantern gameplay is a bit cope for me. Okay.
逃がさない。所詮
Last section.
急ごう。
Uh,
遅い。
wait, what? Big.
何か。急ごう。
Wait, what?
何かをしない。
How do I? Oh, that's how I do it.
逃げていいよ。ここまでだ。気をつけて。
Oh, okay, that's how I do this. Okay.
急ごう。
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
行くがいい。逃がさない。
Wait, why could I say I caught up?
急ごう。
Okay, come on. Okay. Okay, there we go. Holy. Okay, that's an interesting mechanic. Okay, bust. Okay, she's that. There we go. Wait, why is she not? Up. Up.
あなたたちは確かにふさわしい人間を選んだ。でも
Okay. Oh, well, okay. I need to dodge the shadows too. Okay. 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 This works. Kinda. Oh. Okay. Again. Okay. Can I? Okay. They're even more sporadic now. Oh, okay. Oh God. You just ignore the ones. Okay. Once more. Oh, what the hell is she doing now? Up. Up. Nope. No. Okay, nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Oh, God.
あなたたちはよく知らない存在に世界を明け渡してしまった。さあ、この祝典を終わらせよう。
Oh,
どうして？
what the? Uh,
小弱。小弱。
uh. Okay, that was good. Okay, I like that
大
fight.
丈夫だよ。あかり姉さん、
It's okay, Lantern.
ここはうちに任せて。
Leave it to me.
うちら師匠と話し合って決めただろ。
We already discussed it with Master. The moment of life and death appeared to stretch infinitely in the eyes of those two. Indeed, the world didn't come to halt because of it, but instead continued to flow in its predetermined direction. It was not so much a divine encounter as it was a resonance, relying on the astral ring.
うちらもともとこうならないと使えなかった切り札があるだろ。師匠の必殺技さ。だから安心して。
We had a trump card that could only be used under such circumstances from the start. It is the last resort that Master possesses, so don't worry. That was certainly the illogical reason. Being a Shu, she certainly understood what the trump card referred to. Summoning the clones accumulated by Baiji in the last century. In terms of direct confrontation, it truly was the killer move that could only be forged from the combined power of the 7 Shus at that moment. But at the same time, this Shu had been fighting for a century and understood how best to compare her own strength with the enemy's. No,
逃げて。小弱。
run, Sungchue.
一緒に。今すぐ。
Let's run together, right now. In previous battles, she had already made that judgment. Even with that move, there was no glimpse of victory, only a gamble.
そんなことはできないよ。師匠のことを信じないと。それに逃げるって今さらどこに？
How can we run? How can we? We have to trust Master. Besides, where else can we escape?
あかり姉さん、師匠は言ってたよ。今回はうちらが自分で決めてって。
Lantern, Master also said that I should make my own choice this time. A bad feeling. Indeed, even though the girl's deception was so clumsy, this time, she could still be called extraordinary. Unfortunately, the Shu before her was also very accustomed to sacrificing herself alongside the enemy.
あの時、あんたたちは
At that time, you,
どうりで白球自身がここに来なかったわけだ。彼はアストラルリングも。
no wonder Baiji didn't come here himself. It's because he doesn't even have the astral ring. Almost immediately, she recalled the time Baiji and Songshu spent alone before they left. She felt she could faintly hear the sounds of shattering glass.
ダメ。やめて。
No, don't do this.
あんたのあかり姉さんにもう一度やらせて。倒せるから。私が。
Let me try again. I can defeat it. However, time which had been stagnant seemed to flow once again, even though in reality it hadn't actually stopped. And because of that, the momentum of all the actions had become a predetermined fact. Even if these moments stretched into eternity, it would still be irreversible. In fact, all time had already been spent, with life merely reflecting an irreversible process that's gradually fading away. At that moment, she experienced a similar feeling.
小弱。小弱。
大丈夫だよ。大丈夫。
Oh, it's okay, right?
大丈夫だよね。
Oh, daughter.
どうしてわからない。世界で最も汚れた液体が人々の耳元でこう囁いている。
Why don't you understand? The most filthy words whispered in people's ears.
あなたたちが私に栄養をくれた。
It was you who nurtured me.
あなたたちが私に権力をくれた。
It was you who granted me power.
あなたたちの欲しがるがままに要求し、最後には捨て去った。
It was you who demanded from me, only to abandon me in the end.
あなたたちは10日交換こそが世界で不変の真理だということを忘れた。
It was you who forgot that equivalent exchange is the eternal truth in this world. Transformed from terror into smoke, from smoke into mucus, and from mucus into pitch black metal. Everything crystallized in the girl's alveoli, solidified in her arteries, and faced with the enormous and twisted desires cultivated by people over a century, her individual power was ultimately futile. The fragments of the zodiac astral ring were now unstable. The girl trapped in the center of the storm seemed to have no way out except drowning. Exactly how it should be.
ご苦労様。
Good job.
こちら側の世界へようこそ。
Huh? Other side of the world.
我が回収へようこそ。
To her fear gathering.
全く人間とは本当に面倒だ。い
Troublemakers.
つも苦労しないで利益だけを手に入れようとし、そのた
And
めなら
even
自分の
willing to
魂
trade
です
their
ら取引に
souls.
使おう。老朽は世界ごと。力
Curse
に
of
よる
authority
呪い
with
を
the
背
soul
負った。
world.
苦労しないで利益だけを手に
Pursuit
入
of
れ
something
る
for
ために
nothing in order
苦し
to
みから
escape
逃れ
pain.
るために七術は概念をすり替え
Seven Shoes distorted concept.
100年にわたる終末の喜びを
Okay. Thalaman Serbium.
ほら至って
Just
単
simple
純
and
で
straightforward
率直な
desire.
欲望だ。彼らに快楽
They
を
desire
貪らせ
pleasure,
るだ
let
け
them
に
have
サ
it.
ボらせ
If
た。
they fear
死
death,
を恐れれば彼
don't
ら
let
を
them
死な
die.
ないようにした。だが残念だ。
It's a shame, since the
呪
essence
い
of
である
the
影の
shadow
本
as a
質
curse
は
is an
10日交
equivalent
換なら
exchange.
あなたたちがあ
When
り
you
もしな
attempted
い
to
ものを
create
作り
something
出
out
そ
of
うと
nothing,
企ん
the
でい
seed
た
of the
時か
bubble
ら
rupture had already been
泡が
planted.
破裂する種はすでに植えられていた。その種はあなたたちの
The
恐
seed
怖を
absorbs
吸
your
収
fear,
し、
tastes your pride,
傲慢
endures
さ
your
を
ignorance, and
患い
awaits your
無
destruction.
知に耐え、あなたたちが滅びるのを待っていた。そして、
And
もち
then
ろん元利を含め
it
て
naturally collects
全て取り
everything,
返す。
principal and interest included. By G.
100年前のあれは
Century ago, it was a
本当に
truly
感動的
touching
な
moment.
瞬間だった。しかし残念なことに、
Which one of them acted on
彼
his
ら
own
のうちの一
satisfaction,
人は自己満
and
足
the
のため、
other one was trying to atone for his
もう一人は自
mistakes.
分の過ちを取り返すためにそうしている。ああ、そう考
In
え
that
れば
case, the
彼
desire
らの
for
こ
this
の権能
authority
に
led
対する
them
渇望
down
は
the same path.
動機は違えど、行き着く先は同じだ。できない相談を
The
するだ
courage
け
to
の
ask
勇気があ
a
ること
tiger
は
for her hide,
確
perhaps
かに称
it's
賛
indeed
に値す
commendable.
るかもしれない。
師匠たちはそんな
They weren't.
独りよがりに過去に
You
陶酔する
shouldn't
のは
indulge in
良
past
した
so
方がいい。
wishfully.
私のために
Mortal
形
that
をなす
shaped
恩
me.
人よ。忘れるな。
Oh, Lantern.
あなたたちにはすべて私という源があることを。その中の一人は
Although
自分
one
が
of
それ
them
を
is
見抜い
completely
ていると
unaware
は
of what
全
she
く
did
気づ
so.
いていないが、いずれにせよ
Anyway,
ア
from
ジ
the
トか
moment
ら
I freed
解放
myself
さ
from
れたあの
Achita,
時からこの老朽において
in Longchu I achieved the
私は
literal
事
meaning
実
of
上全能
omnipotence.
の存在となった。
まさか七術が次々と深い眠りについたのは
Because
それは単にあなたたちが弱すぎただけだ。あなたたちは老朽を自分たちの庭のようにいじってきたが、結局私を介してしか支配することができなかった。回収を重ねるたびに
each
私の力はさらに強くなっていった。それなら事の結末が一体どうなるのかはもう十分わかるのではないか。知っている。 あなたと同じように私もここのすべてが好きだ。
Oh, what's this? A cutscene.
これは至って普通
An
の
ordinary
会社
fear gathering. Exchanging
琥珀
everyone.
内でよく知られる光景。10日交換を通じてあなたたちは私の奴隷になっていたのだ。わかる？何をしていようと最後には私に代償を支払う。私が規則だ。
そうだね。あんたは規則。行動の天罰もあんたのためのものだよ。
Oh.
見加減7術一方にキス。
Oh. Oh, those are clones. Yo, those are the clones, aren't they? Oh. Okay. We are so back. We are so back.
「くだらない技を」我が協力者よ、これを天罰と言ったか。
あんた勘違いしてるみたいだね。うちは欺瞞の術だよ。類樹の義は自分でできるかもね。
お前のパンはね、止まれるのっ
うち小さい頃死ぬのが怖かった。7術になったのも生活のためだった。ただ
Oh. Oh.
ただね、なんていうか
The Ank of Apocalypse.
お？違う。何？
言っただろ。
Oh.
あんたのためのものだって。
A giant sun. To eliminate the shadows. Yo, we're so back. Holy, what the?
ごめんね、角おばさん。あんたも死ぬのが怖いみたいだね。
Rite of Tears. The story of Langchu was about to come to an end. The loneliness spanning a century would finally draw to its own conclusion. But before that, as the embodiment of time, you should perhaps have here a conversation that belongs solely to this moment.
師匠、あかり姉さんとうちが出発する前に
Master, before Lantern and I depart,
一人で師匠に一つ質問させてもらえないかな。
can I ask another question in private?
もちろん。向こうに行って話そう。
Of course, let's talk over there.
すまない、サフライ。私の弟子が個人的なことを少し話したいようだ。
Apologies, Savari. It seems me and my disciple have some personal matters to attend to.
気にしないで話してきて。
It's fine. Go ahead.
ここなら静かだし、人に聞かれる心配もなさそうだ。
This should be secluded place. This should be a secluded place.
師匠に話しておきたいことがあるのか。
Songchue, what do you want to tell me?
師匠、彼女たちに全ては話していないんだろ
Master, you haven't fully explained everything to Entropy and the others, have you?
まったく。師匠は何をするにしても文句のつけどころがないけど、嘘をつくことだけは下手だね。
Why do you excel at everything?
うちと一緒かな。
Except for the art of deceit and falsehood, just like me.
どういうことだ。
What do you mean?
師匠ったら、そんな風にしらばっくれないでよ。
Master, why are you pretending not to understand?
得意点の再統合。言うのは簡単だけど、この100年で偽物が貯めた力があって、あかり姉さんとうちが核の化身の力を大幅に削っても、絶対に成功できるという保証はないんだよね。
Reintegrating the singularity. It may sound easy, but with the power accumulated by the counterfeits over the past century, and Lantern and I greatly weakening the embodiment of perception, there's no guarantee of success, right?
当時、師匠ですらしくじったわけだから。
After all, you also played things too recklessly back then.
天罰が当たらなかったのであればそれはもう運命ということだよ。
If the divine retribution misses, then it's meant to be.
それは違うんじゃないかな。
That's just not right, is it?
師匠の言う天罰でも、核を、影の意志を完全に消滅させられると約束できないこと。あるいは、あかり姉さんとうちが、その化身の力を全く弱められないことにうちらが気づいて、
If we find out that even your divine retribution can't guarantee the complete eradication of perception, or if Lantern and I can't weaken its
そ
incarnation,
んな状況になってしまっても、考えることのできる方法が、あともう一つあるんだろ
if things turn out that way, maybe we can come up with another solution. Her bright eyes stared at her master without blinking, leaving him momentarily perplexed. He couldn't discern what kind of answer those eyes were expecting.
小弱、
Songchue,
私はもう決めたんだよ。類樹の儀は諦めると。
I've decided to abandon the rite of tears.
今や今回の決戦の結果がどうなろうと何の悔いも後悔もない。他の術たちも同じ考えているはずだ。
Now, regardless of the outcome of this decisive battle, I have no regrets. The same goes for the rest of the shus.
師匠は一時の感情で動いても構わないかもしれない。
Maybe you can act on impulse, but
老朽の謳歌にすらいけない普通の人々は本当に悔いも後悔もないの？
what about the people of Langchu, those ordinary folks who can't reach Oxia? Are they truly without regrets?
さっき師匠はうちが代わりに詰めに入るように言ったけど、その言葉にうちが言ったことは含まれてないの？
Earlier you mentioned that I should take your place in the final act. Does that not include them?
心配いらないよ、小弱。100年の時をかけ、同じ源を持つ友人と 異教から来た人々の力を借りれば、今度こそきっと影の災禍の件を解決できるはずだ。
Don't worry, Sangchua. After a century, and with the support of our kindred friends and foreign visitors, we'll definitely cleanse the Shadow Calamity this time.
君に七術の代表を任せ、アストラルリングの残片を使わせるのは、鼠径の儀を行ってから、私の力もセラペウムとセルマのように次第に失われているからだ。
As for you representing the seven shoes and wielding the astral ring fragments, it's purely because, like Seraphim and Thelema, after the rite of shaping, my powers have also been steadily dwindling.
君とは違い、私もしばらくすればただの凡人と化し、
Unlike
特
you,
殊な力を何も持たない人間になる。
unlike you, I'll soon become an ordinary human with no special abilities.
師匠
Master?
待って、それは違うよ。
Wait a moment, this isn't right.
万が一のことがあったらどうするの？もし影の意志に歯が立たなかったとしたら、万策尽きた場合の策みたいなものはないの？
What if at the end we can't overcome the will of shadows, and we have no countermeasures?
本当に想定外の状況に陥ったら、その時に対策を考えればいい。
If things do go awry, we'll just come up with another plan.
でも影は対策を考える時間なんて与えてくれない。違う？
But shadows won't wait for us to figure out how to deal with them, will they?
小弱。
Sangshue.
師匠、
Master?
以前手を下す覚悟ができなかった師匠を見て、うちは確かに嬉しかった。死を恐れない人なんていないからね。
Earlier, I was genuinely happy that you couldn't bring yourself to act. I mean, who isn't afraid of death?
だけどうちらが本当に失敗してしまった時に、師匠がうちの命を惜しむあまりに最後に残した必勝の奥の手を使うのを諦めてしまったら、
But if we truly fail, and you, Master, out of pity for me, gave up the final card up your sleeve,
結末が夢追い人が見たようになってしまったら、うちと一部の人以外、つまり老朽のすべての命が影によって食い尽くされてしまうんだよ。
if the outcome is as Entropy saw, where everyone in Langchu, except for a few of us, get devoured by shadows,
師匠と他の術たちは本当にそういう結末を受け入れられるの？
Master, can you and the rest of the shoes truly accept such an ending? Silence. Faced with his disciples' questioning, the master fell into a constant silence. However, time didn't allow him to ponder at length. So in the end, he returned to being a calm and decisive strategist, placing the weight of reason back on the scales.
君は怖くないのか？
Aren't you afraid?
師匠、さっき儀式を行った時のうちのあの情けない様子を忘れたの？
Master, have you already forgotten how embarrassing I looked during the rite earlier?
でもなんて言えばいいんだろう。初めは不慣れでも二度目は慣れるって感じかな。
But how should I put it? Practice makes perfect.
今はもうそんなに怖くないんだ。だいたい以前の6割、いや3割くらいかな。
I'm not that afraid now. I'm probably about 60%, no, 30% afraid compared to then.
それに類樹の儀は最後の保険みたいなものだよ。師匠の計画がうまくいって影を倒せれば、うちも元気に戻ってこれるから。
Besides, the Rite of Tears is just a precaution. So, as long as we successfully eliminate the shadow with your strategy, I'll come back bouncing with energy.
その
And
上、いや、なんでもない。とにかく、うちはみんなのことが大好きだし、老朽の活気あふれる暮らしが大好きなんだよ。
no, it's nothing. I just love everyone and the lively atmosphere of Langchu.
わかった。
I understand.
君の言う通りにしよう。
Then, as you wish. Moving closer, the master gently placed his steady hand on his disciple's shoulder, and in an instant she felt a tremendous surge of comforting energy flowing into her and gradually solidifying.
師匠
Master?
今この時から君は死の後を継ぐ継承者だ。すべてを君に渡そう。
From this moment on, you will inherit the mantle I passed down. Everything is now in your hands.
これって7術全員のかりそめの体
Yeah, okay, so she did pass
師
it
匠の
down.
アストラルリングも
Is this the complete set of the 7 shoes clones? And your astral ring?
そうだ。
Yes.
見影7術一方にキス。このかりそめの体の支えがあれば、君一人で過去の7術全員に匹敵する力を持つことができる。行動のアストラルリングを再起動させる方法もこの中に含まれている。
Vulnerable 7 shoes. Unite as the law. As the one law. With the support of the set of clones, you alone will be able to face the previous 7 shoes. The method to reactivate the Zodiac Astral Ring is also contained within them.
もともとこのかりそめの体だけを君に渡そうと思っていた。
I only intended to pass this set of clones to you, but now,
小弱、君が自身の判断で必要だと感じたときは、
Sanctuary, I grant you the authority to, when the time comes, based on your own
君と
judgment,
私のアストラルリングの残片を使って類似の儀を発動させ、影のすべてを終わらせることを認めよう。
utilize both your astral ring fragment and mine to perform the rite of tears, finally bringing an end to everything concerning the shadows.
はい師匠もちろんうちもそれを使わなくていいことを願ってるよ
Yes, Master. I hope it never comes to that.
師匠どうしたのじっと見てうち別にいきなり格好つけようと思ったとかじゃないよ
Master, why are you staring at me like that? I'm not bluffing or anything.
結局うちは恐れているんだ故郷の人たちに顔向けできないようなことをしてしまったら
In the end, I'm just afraid of losing in front of my home
う
folks.
ちは死ぬのがすごく怖いけどメンツってものはやっぱり気になるんだよ
Even though I'm still so afraid of death, I still care about my reputation.
私はただ師として君こそが100年にわたる絶望を経た見影7術が最終的に見出した
I was just
希
thinking,
望なんじゃないかと思ったんだ。
I was just thinking, maybe you truly are the hope for the vulnerable 7 shoes have sought for after a century of despair.
君の術としての特性や類似の儀が唯一無二であるからそう言っているわけではない。
It's not because of your nature as a shoe, nor is it because of the rite of tears is irreplaceable.
君が人としてもともと持っている強さとしなやかさ
sorry.
からそう思っているんだ。
It's because of the resilience you possess as an individual.
強さとしなやかさうちにはよくわからないよあかり姉さんもセルマさんもセルマもうちのことを体がふにゃふにゃだってよく言うのに
Resilience? Master, I don't understand. What do you mean? Both Lantern and Miss Thelema often say that I'm kind of spineless.
それにドニグルですらうちよりも気骨があるって思ってるくらいなんだよ
Ah, even Donaghu thinks it's tougher than me.
いや強さとはそういうものではないが
No, the resilience I'm referring to isn't that.
いや構わない。君がすでに持っているものなら私が余計なお世話をして詳しく説明する必要はない。
It's fine. It's something you already possess. There's no need for me to explain further.
もしかしたらいや言わない方が縁起いいだろう。
Perhaps. No. It's better not to reveal too much. Hmm?
なんでもないよ。 時間がない。夢追い人たちはもう出発したし、私たちもサフライを待たせるわけにはいかない。
Nothing. Time is pressing, and Entropy and the others are already set off. We shouldn't keep Savari waiting.
わかった。じゃあうち、あかり姉さんと一緒に行ってくるね。
Alright, I'll leave with Lantern right away.
そうだ。師匠。
By the way, Master. Hmm?
無事に任務を終わらせたら、うちと一緒に琥珀街で思いっきり遊んでもらうよ。
After I successfully complete the mission and return, you must take me to Amber Street to celebrate.
英才を駆逐したら、町は今までにない盛大なお祭りを開くだろう。見逃すわけにはいかないよ。
After driving away the Shadow Calamity, a celebration on unprecedented scale will definitely be held there. I can't miss it. Is Baishi dying?
ああ、約束する。
Sure, that's a problem.
本当に？
That's no problem.
じゃあ、ごちそうもお願いしようかな。
Really? Then we also need to have a big feast. Holy, why did I mess up there? Narrator.
ほら、初めて会った時、うちも言ったよね。
Didn't I say that the first time we met?
うちは生活感のあるところが大好きなんだ。
I actually like the hustle and bustle a lot. Well, what the? Today's landscape feels like yesterday's. They can't alter the destiny any more than they can a crime foretold. Is that it? Hold on. Okay. Wait, so we don't find out what... Wait, is that really it? Hold up. Oh. Complete main story chapter 5 was present pause. Complete. Oh, wait. Okay, that is it. Oh. Interesting. Okay, this part we can do at another time. We don't need to do it now. Musicals. Claim. Rare gift. Okay, that's done. Oh, okay. Is that really it? Hold up. Okay, no, it looks like that's it. Huh. Interesting. Oh, okay. And then that's the current event. Non-sub carnival. Okay, it looks like that is it. Interesting. Okay. You can review the powerful enemies you have faced. Oh wait, what? Welcome to my fear gathering. Here I shall permanently witness your end. Wait, you can fight perception again? Yo, that's actually pretty cool. Wait, can you? Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, okay. Oh, so if you want to, you can fight her again. Okay. Return, yeah.
平和にもそれに見合った楽しみ方が
Yeah, wait. Is it on? Okay, that's the... Okay, so we completed the main story. Okay, okay.
今日は何か面白いことあるか
Wrong one. Right one. Really? Yeah, it is. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Chat. Have any of you completed the main story? Well, I guess the whole chapter. What did if you've completed the whole chapter, what did you guys think about it? If you've completed, can you what did you think about the chapter? Huh. Let me think of how to put this into words. TLDR, I liked it. Yeah, okay. Wait, music. Isn't that all of them votes? And it's probably missing one from like and quest, I would assume. Let's go to the dorm and see if there was any songs unlocked. Shadow Authority, Shadow Sands. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Let me sit down. Chat, if you've completed the chapter, okay, what did you think? Okay, I guess how would I put it? Overall, I liked it. Yeah, okay, no, it's good, Yeah, overall it's good, even if you take into account the god awful starts with chapter 1. Yeah, it like really got better like over time. And I did like the okay. Let's put it into perspective like this. In terms of boss fights, yeah, I would put Donaghy as the least interesting fight, and then probably like it'd be Donaghy, Lantern, and then the Perception boss fight. I did like the boss fights. I would need to listen to the Perception boss fight music more, because I believe it might have been a bit too quiet for me to hear. But I was surprised by how many different things I had to keep track of. I didn't think there'd be that wide different mechanics there, and I did like that. I didn't think I would die. Yeah, that was good. In terms of the story, let's see. Uh, did I feel like the start of Act 3 dragged on? Let me think. Uh, Not really. It didn't really drag on because most of it was like very relevant and important. Yeah, no, like everything was like very snappy. Actually, in fact, this act was probably only like an hour and a half to 2 hours long. The only reason why I feel like it's longer is because I'm streaming. I'm streaming it, so I'm also like voicing the things, which also makes it a bit longer than it should be. So yeah, this is actually not that long. It's actually quite nice. I feel like I prefer it like this, it being structured like this, where Act 1 and 2, Act 1 and 2 are still hefty. Act 3 is still quite it's not as hefty, but it's also is. Because I kind of didn't like how the previous chapters, in the previous arcs, in the previous chapters of how Act 3 was usually like, what, 5 minutes long? Not even that long, which made it kind of feel like ass. So I like this type of structure where Act 3 is still a bit quite lengthy. Blanket Boss. I'm really enjoying the stream, but I got to go. TY for the cool content. Okay. Take care. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy your evening, I'd assume. Yeah, it was like I liked it. It didn't drag out. I thought it would drag out a bit more. It didn't. The only thing I'm not sure if I missed it or if I didn't pay attention, but as to why Thelema was reliant on Unity to move about. Did I miss it? I can't recall. If anyone in chat knows why, do tell. From my understanding, I believe it's because when she joined Unity to attain the ultimate pleasure. That by doing so, she also lost the She also kind of became like a puppet because to join Unity, you must leave your flesh, which Thelema would have done so. That's why she, to continue acting as a shoe in the outside, her body would have had to be sustained by Unity. So I believe that's the reason. If that is wrong, uh, do do tell. But oh, okay, that's good. I didn't drag. Okay. I like the animation. The vulnerable with the seven shoes. That's the thing that showed up on YouTube that I didn't see, but I saw that the official channel uploaded. Okay, so it was like story relevant. Okay, I liked it. I actually did like the animation. I'm pretty sure. While we were watching, I was like, we are so back. Without that kind of thing, I kind of wished it had was also like its own song, like all the other animation shorts did. But I don't think that class like an animation short. No, because in 1.5, the small sailor section that had Phi 2 as a small song. And the Shah arc, no, that didn't have a song. Yeah. I kind of wish this had like a song, or maybe there is. They add one, because from what we know, or from what we know, that the next patch, the one that China just got, is meant to be an epilogue to this arc. Because as you saw, we have no idea what happens. We have no idea what happens after, because the act basically immediately ends after in the animation where we're like Songsha uses the seven clones and the two zodiac astral fragments to bring up that giant as I guess sun. And yeah, because the last part was just a flashback to before then, to when Lantern and not Lantern, to when Songsha and Baiji were having a conversation about it. Damn. Okay, I'm kind of hyped. I'm kind of hyped for the epilogue now. God damn. Oh, that really left me wanting more. I hate them, but that is also a good feeling. Oh, okay. Ah, god damn, god damn, god damn, god damn, god damn. Okay, so what? How long do we have to wait? Is it like 4 weeks? It's a month, isn't it? Ah. Uh, fine, whatever. We'll have to wait. It's okay. Yeah. Chat. I hope you also liked it. I hope you also like the act. Well, the chapter. It gives me hope for the upcoming arcs and so on. Because you see that the devs have taken in feedback and worked quite well to fix the issues that there were. Uh, okay, I'm excited now. I'm quite looking forward to it. I hope you all are too. All of you are looking forward too. Oh yeah. Okay, so this take it took what 3 hours and 40 something minutes? Well, we were 3 hours and 40 minutes into stream. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I expected this to take less, but I didn't expect it to be like this. That's cool. Okay, that's real cool. Okay, well, I hope you chat. I hope you all of you enjoyed it. I know I did. Um, tomorrow, let's see. What are we doing tomorrow? I guess tomorrow we'll see the ZZZ live stream. We won't watch it live because that's I don't know what 12 midday for me, so then I can't stream then. So we'll see it. We'll see the recording of it, and then probably most likely first either do the quickly finish the Genshin events that's currently happening. That's for some reason only a week long, but whatever. We'll quickly do that. Then watch the ZZZ live stream, and then but that's probably around an hour, give or take. And then we'll just continue playing more SMT5 Vengeance tomorrow. And then Saturday, Sunday, we'll see probably either Star Rail or more SMT5. We'll see. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or evening or whatever. And I shall see you tomorrow for more streams, same time. Bye bye. See you later.